he's been a patient at Conestoga View, where he's undergoing physical therapy and trying to master the use of an artificial leg, so he can return home to his beloved Luella, his wife of 50 years.
That side's getting pretty good. For the left leg.
But for a man who tied the world's 60-yard indoor record 4 times, each step is tiring and agonizing and slow, painfully slow. You can hear it in his voice.
Slow, very, very slow, very slow. A lot of pain.
It was at Lancaster's McCaskey High School in the 1930s where Barney Ewell began his dash to fame. He set state records in the 100 and 220-yard dashes and the long jump. At Penn State, Barney was a 4-time NCAA champion, and he won 10 national AAU titles. The stadium at McCaskey, the place where it all began, is named in Barney's honor.
As McCaskey's young athletes prepare for the start of another track season, they do so knowing they will be running in the shadow of a former Olympian, running in the shadow of a true legend.
As a coach, and even as I was a former track team member here myself, and it was just there, you just felt it.
He's just a tremendous amount of inspiration. Every time I come down and look at his picture on the beginning of the track, and it just inspires me every time I see it.
So the kid said, "Keep do it." You know, he must have been a pretty fair runner.
Barney Ewell had a God-given gift that made him run faster than most men of his time, but he also carried something else with him each time he took to the track.
Pride. That's the name of the game, pride. I'm not going to come out here and just be an ordinary runner.
That's what separates the ordinary from the exceptional. Pride, to keep going, no matter what the odds.
This is Long Island Ducks baseball.
Justin Davies at the plate, the winning run at third. Crowd going nuts. Swung on, bouncing ball left side, off the mitt, up third baseman Brad Strauss. Here comes Willie Rodriguez. Justin Davies has done it again. The Ducks are one quack away from the championship. Jason Johnson makes the catch. He makes the catch, and the Long Island Ducks have swept the Camden River Sharks. They are the 2004 Atlantic League champions.
Line bunts up the third baseline. Esquivel charging in. They're not going to have a play, and the Ducks are the champions of the Atlantic League here in 2012. Going back is Adam Bailey. He settles under it. He makes the catch. Adam Bailey makes the catch. And for a second straight year, the Atlantic League trophy will reside on Long Island. The Ducks are the Atlantic League champions.
And now it's time for the Long Island Ducks Northwell Health Southside Hospital pregame show.
We are live here at Clipper Magazine Stadium in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. It is time once again for Long Island Ducks baseball. Tonight, the Ducks hit the road for a quick 3-game road trip as they will take on the Barnstormers in the opener of a 3-game series. Well, good evening, everybody. My name is Michael Pollack. I'll be bringing you the play-by-play for all of tonight's action. Thanks so much for tuning in here on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball, and online as well at liducks.com. Well, the Ducks enter this 3-game road trip in first place in the Liberty Division standings. They are 1.5 games ahead of the Somerset Patriots in the Liberty Division standings, so a good start to the season for Long Island. They're 22-15, tying a season high at 7 games over 500. Meanwhile, these Barnstormers come in 4 games in back of first place in the Freedom Division standings. Their in-state rivals, the York Revolution, currently hold that spot. Barnstormers do come in, though, off of a series win here at Clipper Magazine Stadium over the Sugarland Skeeters on Memorial Day weekend. Well, the Ducks were able to pick up a series split over the weekend against the New Britain Bees in a 4-game set. Ducks claiming the finale on Sunday afternoon at Bethpage Ballpark by a 12-3 score. Lots of offense in this one. Mark Blackmore, the right-hander for Long Island, got this start, and he did not have his best stuff. Loaded up the bases with 2 men out in the first inning, but was able to get out of trouble in the first. Did not allow a runner to score in the second inning. But in the third, back-to-back singles by Brandon Chavez and Jovan Rosa opened the inning. And after a walk with 1 out, loaded the bases, Kevin Rivers drove in a run with an RBI fielder's choice. And the Barnstormers were able to take, the Bees, were able to take an early 1-0 lead. However, the Ducks answered right back in the bottom of the third against Bees starter Sean Havlin. Matt Wessinger opened the inning with a walk, and that would bring up Anthony Vega. Havlin's 1-0. Does not square this time and hits a high drive to deep right field. Going back is Kevin Rivers to the warning track at the wall. He jumps up and it's off the wall. Wessinger on his way to third. Kevin Byers waving him around. Vega on his way to third. Kevin Byers is going to hold him up here as it comes into the first baseman, John Griffin. It's an RBI triple off the right field wall for Anthony Vega, and the Ducks tied right away at 1 in the bottom of the third inning. Third triple of the year for Vega, ties the game at 1. 2 batters later, Lions would put the Ducks in front. Here comes the payoff pitch on the way to Lyons, and he will swing and line this one into center field. On the run, Hewitt, he won't get it. It'll land for a base hit. Vega will trot home from third, an RBI single for Dan Lyons, and the Ducks have their first lead of the day. It's 2-1. So Lyons with the RBI base hit puts the Ducks in front. Ruben Gotay would ground to second to move Lyons to second, and Colvin would knock him in. First pitch on the way, and Colvin lines one into center field, base hit. Lyons around third, he will score easily. Tyler Colvin, a 2-out RBI base hit. 3 in the inning for the Ducks, and they're in front by 2. So a 2-run lead for the Ducks going into the fourth. That would quickly evaporate, though, as Blackmar's struggles continued in the fourth inning. Gave up back-to-back singles to open the inning. An RBI single by James Skelton made it 3-2. And then later in the inning, after a pair of strikeouts, Craig Maddox worked a 2-out walk. Jonathan Roof beat out an infield single to short. And the Bees had tied up the game at 3 apiece. Blackmar would settle down, though. After stranding 3 more runners on base in the fourth, he left 9 men on base through the first 4 innings. That would loom large because after a scoreless 5th inning, he was replaced in the 6th by Patrick Kreider, who threw a scoreless inning, allowing just 1 walk. And Kreider would get the win because in the bottom of the 6th inning, the Ducks would send 11 men to the plate against a combination of Sean Havlin, Grady Wood, and Anthony Marzi. And the Ducks were able to take a commanding 8-3 lead at that point. The inning started off with a couple of singles, a base hit by Burrows, a base hit by Matt Wessinger. Blake T. Cody drew a walk in between to load up the bases. That's when Grady Wood came in, and Anthony Vega came to the plate. The 2-1, Vega inside, it hit him. Caught him on the back of the leg, and with the bases loaded, Burrows will come home from third, and the Ducks have the lead back at 4-3 in the 6th inning. So the Ducks get the lead back at 4-3. Phelan Lentini would follow, and he would widen the margin by 2. And the 0-1, Lentini hits a high drive in a shallow center. Going out is the second baseman, Carrillo. He won't get it. It lands a base hit. T. Cody will come in to score. Wessinger right behind him. It's a 2-run single to center for Phelan Lentini. The Ducks scored 3 in the 6th, and they lead it 6-3. Up by 3, Lions would drive in another, his second RBI of the day. The 2-2, ripped into left field, base hit down the line. Vega around third, he will come in to score. Lentini on his way to third. Lions a big turn at first, but he'll hold on with an RBI single. 5 straight batters have reached for the Ducks, and they lead it 7-3. Ruben Gotay would follow with a sacrifice fly to right. 5 runs on 4 hits in the inning for Long Island. They would end up leaving the bases loaded thanks to a diving catch by third baseman Jovan Rosa. But the Ducks had done the damage. They led it at that point 8-3. They would go on to add 3 more in the 8th inning with the bases loaded. Phelan Lentini would come to the plate and pick up yet another RBI on a single to left field. Dan Lyons would strike out, and after a pitching change, Gotay would drive in another. 1-2 on the way, and Gotay will line this one in the air to left center field. On the run, the center fielder Hewitt in the gap won't get it. Lands for a base hit. Wessinger scores from third. Everybody else moves up a base. An RBI single for Ruben Gotay, and the Ducks have double digits. They're in front, 10-3. Tyler Colvin's sacrifice fly would follow. 3 runs on 4 hits in the 7th. Made it an 11-3 game. They would get 1 more run with 2 outs in the 8th inning following a single by Wessinger, his 3rd hit of the day, and he was 5 for 5 in terms of getting on base. Anthony Vega would follow with a double, and up came Lentini, who already had 2 hits and 3 RBIs. 2 more hits today make him 8 for 17 with 3 RBIs and 5 runs scored, and here he's going to pick up at least 1 more RBI and a base hit into center field. Wessinger comes in to score his 4th RBI of the day and 3rd hit. And it's a 12-3 Ducks lead in the 8th inning. So the Ducks offense doing tremendous work, 16 hits on the day. Meanwhile, the bullpen after Blackmar was able to battle through 5 innings, allowing only 3 runs through 4 scoreless and hitless innings in relief. walking just 2 and striking out 5. Patrick Kreider, the win, improves to 2-0. Sean Havlin, the loss, falls to 1-1. Longest 9-inning game of the year, 3 hours and 24 minutes in front of 4,092 at Bethpage Ballpark. So the Ducks enter off that win. We'll take a break. When we come back, I'll be joined by Ducks infielder Matt Wessinger, coming off of a terrific game on Sunday.
Hi, this is manager Kevin Byers, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Northwell Health Southside Hospital in Bayshore is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding healthcare right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and Northwell Health Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at northwell.edu.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Back here at Clipper Magazine Stadium as we get ready for tonight's game between the Long Island Ducks and the Lancaster Barnstormers to open up a 3-game series. First visit of the year for Long Island here to Clipper Magazine Stadium. Now the Ducks coming off of a great win, 12-3 on Sunday over the New Britain Bees to close out a 4-3 homestand, and one of the key contributors for Long Island was third baseman Matt Wessinger. He drew 2 walks and had 3 singles, tied a season high for a Ducks player with 4 runs scored, reaching base in all 5 of his trips to the plate. I caught up with him before the game here tonight.
Matt, a great way to end the homestand for you guys with a 12-3 win over the New Britain Bees. You yourself had a great day with 3 hits and 2 walks. How good were you feeling at the plate? What was working well for you?
I felt really good. I was just trying to see the pitches, trying to trust my hands as much as possible. And, I think that's what helped me the most is I was able to lay off some breaking balls in the dirt. And I think pretty much every single bat was 2 strikes at some point. So, it was just nice to be able to see those pitches and see them deep. That way I wasn't just out in front chasing them.
With the limited playing time that you've had this year, are there any things that you've been working on off the field, whether in the cage or during BP, that you've been working on to make yourself stay focused and ready to go whenever your name is called?
Yeah, I'm just trying to treat every ground ball in batting practice, as close to game-like as I can. Batting practice is just trying to use the middle of the field. Sometimes maybe you'll get too pull happy, you're not playing, so you might try and hit some home runs in batting practice, but really trying to focus on just hitting line drives and letting the home runs come when they do. But mainly just, trying to hit line drives, trying to treat the practices as much like game-like as possible.
What was the mindset for this team going into that Sunday game? You had split a day-night doubleheader the day before, obviously a long day both mentally and physically. You go into that last game 3-3 on the homestand, and what's the mindset?
We've pretty much had the same mindset the whole year of, just enjoying it, having fun. The last few games, if you guys could tell, we've had a lot of fun in the dugout, and I think that helps us a lot. Taking the game and, not trying to do too much, just treat every game the same. And I think that really helped us going into that last game after the long day on Saturday. So, we've just been trying to enjoy it and enjoy our time, playing baseball.
You talk about the fun atmosphere in the clubhouse and in the dugout. You're one of the new guys to a team that has so many returners from last season. Has it been an easy transition for you becoming one of the guys in this clubhouse? And what are you guys doing to have so much fun over the course of the first month or so of the season?
We have a great group of guys here. They made it really easy to, mesh with each other. And all we're really doing is, the same things, we probably do everywhere. You bust each other's chops a little bit. You just find ways to have fun. We play ping pong a lot, play a lot of cards. So, it's just stuff we do together. And, we're always in the clubhouse together. There's never really, times where it's just, a few guys here, a few guys there. We're always around each other. So I think that helps a lot. And, it's just, like I said, a great group of guys. And, we just like to have fun.
You head back on the road here for a 3-game series against the Lancaster Barnstormers. You guys had a winning road trip a couple weeks ago when you went to Sugar Land and Somerset. What's the key to repeating that in this short 3-game road trip?
I think it's just to take the same mindset. Come out early, put together some good at-bats, make the pitchers work, and, just play good defense, which we have been behind our pitchers. Our pitchers have been doing a great job throwing strikes, keeping us in games, and, the offense just needs to, if we get on somebody early, I feel like our pitching just, builds off it from there. Our bullpen's great. Just making their pitchers work a little bit, and I think that helps our pitchers get rested in the dugout and go back out there and battle for us again.
One of the pitchers that has done so well this year is, of course, John Brownell, the leader of the rotation, who takes the mound tonight to start off the road trip. Does it give you guys an added boost of confidence, game one of this road trip, and it's the ace right there on the mound?
Yeah, it's great. He's been phenomenal ever since he came back, and pitching for us. I think he's been shutting people out for the first 6 innings every time he goes out there, which is great. It's something that, as an offense, you have a little bit more of relaxed at bats, knowing that you don't have to put up like that many runs. And, especially with him, he goes right after the hitters, makes our defense on their toes. You're not sitting back on your heels with a lot of balls. So, we're really excited to have him out there on the mound tonight.
Thanks so much, Matt. Congrats on the winning homestand, and best of luck in this series in Lancaster.
Thank you very much.
That is Matt Wessinger, infielder for the Long Island Ducks, following his terrific game on Sunday when he reached base in all 5 of his plate appearances, 3 singles and 2 walks, and scored 4 runs in the Ducks' 12-3 win over the New Britain Bees. We will take a break once again here on the pregame show. When we come back, we will take a look at the pitching matchup for tonight's game. Righty John Brownell for the Ducks and righty Mike Lee for the Barnstormers.
Hi, this is Bud Harrelson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Northwell Health Southside Hospital in Bayshore is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding healthcare right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and Northwell Health Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at northwell.edu.
Few places on earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bayshore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Rendition of God Bless America here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. We will keep things here with the public address of Clipper Magazine Stadium for tonight's rendition of our national anthem.
Performed this evening by Stacey Kane and Georgia Katsarides.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air.
lovely duet here in Lancaster, Pennsylvania for our national anthem tonight prior to game one of this three-game series between the Long Island Ducks and the Lancaster Barnstormers. Good pitching matchup on hand tonight for the Ducks. It will be right-hander John Brownell taking them out, a chance to make some more team history. If he gets the win here tonight, he would get his 40th in a Ducks uniform. That would tie him with Randy Leake for the most in franchise history. And we'll look to go 4-0. He is 3-0 at this point with a 3.37 ERA through 5 starts, 25 strikeouts in 29 and a third innings, 31 hits to 9 walks. Has won 3 consecutive starts. Meanwhile, for the Barnstormers, right-hander Mike Lee will be making his first start of the season. He's 11 appearances out of the bullpen thus far and is 1-1 with a 5.17 ERA, coming off of 2 innings of relief last Thursday in New Britain against the Bees, allowed a hit and a walk while striking out 3. He faced the Ducks earlier this season and back on May 5th in Game 2 of a doubleheader, surrendered 5 runs, 2 of them earned, on 3 hits and a walk in 1 inning. Since then, 8 1/3 scoreless innings out of the bullpen. Tonight will be his first start of the season. Now for the starting lineups for tonight's game. For Kevin Baez's Long Island Ducks, Phelan Lentini will lead things off in right field. Dan Lyons, the shortstop, bats second. Ruben Gotay is at second base. He hits third. And the cleanup hitter for the Ducks is the first baseman, and that is Tyler Colvin. Batting fifth at third base is Sean Burrows. Mike Blank does the catching tonight and hits sixth. Blake T. Cody is in center field. He will bat seventh. Mike Dowd serves as the designated hitter and bats eighth. And rounding out the order for the Ducks is the left fielder, and that is Anthony Vega. Meanwhile, on the other side for Butch Hopson's Lancaster Barnstormers, Logan Schaefer is the leadoff hitter. He is in center field. Kevin Aarons is at shortstop and bats second. Caleb Gindel in right field hits third. And the cleanup hitter is the left fielder, that is Josh Whitaker. The other half of the Josh-Josh combo is Josh Bell. He is at third base batting fifth. Sean Halton, who is red hot of late, will serve as the designated hitter tonight and hit sixth. Mike McDade at first base will bat seventh. Charlie Cutler will do the catching and hit eighth. And rounding out the order is the second baseman, Lance Sawatsky, back from an oblique injury and making his first appearance of the season. A gorgeous night for baseball. The sun continuing to set beyond the left field stands. And we are just about ready to go from Bethpage Ballpark tonight. Phelan Lentini will step in, the former Barnstormer, from the right side of the plate. Right-hander Mike Lee on the mound, ready to make his first start of the season. And the first pitch is on the way. It is dealt for a strike. We're underway at about 7:05 p.m. here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. Beautiful evening for baseball. The crowd continuing to file in. And the 0-1 is downstairs for a ball to even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Barnstormers in their home white jerseys, the red Barnstormer logo on the front with the number on the back along with the last name, all in red. Here's the 1-1, and Lentini a half swing as he went on the pitch down low. That is strike 2. And the count quickly 1-2 on Lentini. Ducks are in the alternate orange jerseys here tonight with the orange Ducks logo on the front, green number on the front and back, and the gray pants with the black stripe down the side. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch on the way from Mike Lee. And Lentini will swing and ground this one foul to the third base side, right on the front of the Ducks dugout. We'll do it again at 1-2. Lentini on the season at .310 for Long Island, 2 home runs and 25 runs batted in. Lee looks in for the sign from Cutler. He is ready to go. Another 1-2 pitch, and Lentini grounds this one right back to the mound. On 1 hop, Lee will field and fire a strike to McDade at first, 1 away.
For Long Island, number 12, the shortstop, Dan Lyons.
Again, this is the first meeting here in Lancaster between the two teams. These two teams did face back May 3rd through the 5th with the middle game postponed due to inclement weather. So they played a single admission doubleheader on Thursday the 5th. Ducks won all 3 games, a 3-2 win on the Tuesday night of that series, May 3rd, a 1-0 walk-off win in 7 innings in Game 1 on that May 5th Thursday doubleheader. First pitch here to Dan Lyons is taken up and inside for ball 1. And then in Game 2, Ducks routing the Barnstormers 13-5. The first win of that series was also a walk-off win. So both of Long Island's walk-off wins this season have come against the Barnstormers. 1-0 is a swing and a miss. Good breaking ball. And Lyons cut through it. That'll even up the count at 1-1. The Ducks shortstop at .308 on the year with 3 homers and 17 runs batted in. 1-1. Lyons takes the fastball, just misses outside from Lee. So Lyons ahead now, 2 balls and a strike. Very bright sunshine over the left field wall, above and to the left of the scoreboard in left center as it sets here in Lancaster. 2-1 fastball missing inside to Lyons. So that has run the count to 3-1 as the Ducks look for their first base runner of the ball game. Third baseman Josh Bell playing in tight for Lyons in case he tries to lay down a bunt. 3-1 pitch taken all the way. It's a fastball strike. That'll run the count full at 3-2. Lyons will be followed by Ruben Gotay here in the top of the first inning. Payoff pitch on the way. Lyons will swing and miss strike 3. Good fastball from Lee.
There's another strikeout, and it's brought to you by
Lyons cuts through it. First strikeout of the night for the right-hander and the second out of this first inning. So that'll bring Ruben Gotay to the plate. Defensive lineup tonight for the Barnstormers. Josh Whitaker is in left field. Logan Schaefer is in center. And Caleb Gindel around and right. On the infield from left to right, it's Josh Bell at third. Kevin Ahrens is the shortstop. Lance Sawatsky at second base. Mike McDade over at first. Behind home plate doing the catching is Charlie Cutler. And Mike Lee, the right-hander, on the mound. Here's the switch-hitting Ruben Gotay batting from the left side. First pitch, and the fastball's on the outside corner for strike 1. Gotay at .313 thus far with the Ducks. He's got 15 hits and 48 at-bats, no homers and 7 runs batted in. The 0-1, fastball misses inside from the righty. That'll even things up at 1-1. Again, a nice crowd on hand here tonight. Bobblehead giveaway here in Lancaster for a former Olympian from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. The 1-1. Fouled back to the screen, off to the third base side of home plate. Lee ahead in the count 1-2 and looking for a strong start to tonight's ball game. Top 2 offenses in the league here tonight. Ducks leading the league with a .293 batting average. Barnstormers behind them in second at .280. From the windup, it'll be a 1-2. Lee kicks and fires, and Gotay will take inside on another fastball. So that'll even things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. If Gotay reaches, Tyler Colvin would be next. Here's the 2-2. Gotay takes this fastball up and away. That'll run the count full at 3-2. Although this is Lee's first start of the year, he has been a career starter in his minor league career. 156 games, 99 of which have been starts. And here Gotay lines one into right field. That'll get down for a base hit. So on the 3-2 offering, Gotay picks up the first hit of the game for Long Island. And he is on at first with 2 men out for Tyler Colvin. For Lee, this is his first appearance in the Atlantic League this season. Last year, spent time in the Blue Jays organization. At rookie ball, just 2 starts there, and then 7 starts at AA New Hampshire, where he was 0-2 with an ERA of 5. Has spent time in the Blue Jays, Diamondbacks, Braves, and Red Sox organizations. First pitch on the way to Tyler Colvin, the lefty swinger. He takes a fastball at the knees for a called strike. And the count 0-1. Colvin hitting .269 as a Duck with a home run and 11 runs batted in. Here comes the 0-1, and Colvin lays off this fastball that misses the outside corner. Lots of fastballs from the right-hander thus far. The scoreboard in right center clocking them mid to upper 80s. Gotay takes his lead off first, being held on by McDade. Here's the 1-1. High pop-up on the infield near home plate. The catcher, Cutler, sheds the mask, and on the third base side of the plate, he will make the catch, and that will retire the side. So in the top half of the first inning, no runs for the Ducks. They do get a 2-out hit from Ruben Gotay, but leave him on base. After a half inning, it's the Ducks, nothing, and the Barnstormers coming up to bat.
Hey fans, this is outfielder and bench coach Lou Ford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Oh, I love it. The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolot walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolot pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolot's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolot. Visit Nicolot.com.
Pave your way.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? The Ducks are proud to present the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owl's party deck has not been reserved, the Beer Garden will feature a variety of frosty draft and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark. We head to the bottom half of the first inning. No score between the Ducks and the Lancaster Barnstormers. The Ducks and Municipal Credit Union will team up again this season to present the Walks with a Purpose promotion. Every time a Long Island Ducks batter walks, Municipal Credit Union will make a donation to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Municipal Credit Union serving members since 1916. So the Ducks unable to get a run in the first inning against Mike Lee. They do get a 2-out single from Ruben Gotay, but that is all. And so that means we will head to the bottom half of inning number 1. And for the Barnstormers, Logan Schaefer is going to lead things off, followed by Kevin Ahrens and Caleb Gindel. So here is Schaefer to bat. He will hit from the left side for Lancaster. Schaefer listed on the roster here in the press box as a righty hitter, but he stands in from the left side. First offering on the way from John Brownell, who gets the start tonight for Long Island, delivers a strike, and the count 0-1. For Brownell, this is start number 6 on the season for him. He is 3-0 to this point with a 3.37 ERA. 0-1, chopped on the ground out in front of home plate. Mike Blank will pick it up and throw over to Tyler Colvin at first in time for the out. So Schaefer retired, one away.
Second, the shortstop, number 12, Kevin Ahrens.
That'll bring Kevin Ahrens up to the plate. Kevin Ahrens will step up to home plate for Lancaster batting from the right side. First pitch on the way from John Brownell is a fastball that just missed above the belt. And the count goes to 1-0. Ahrens at 301 on the year with 3 homers and 23 runs batted in. There's a strike from Brownell on a breaking ball. That'll even things up at 1-1. Barnstormers, as we mentioned earlier, 18-18 on the season. On the 1-1. Line down the left field line foul. It's hit hard on the ground to the left of the chalk and carries back out into left field. So Brownell ahead of Ahrens at 1-2. Barnstormers have been really almost identical on the season. They're exactly identical at home and on the road. 9 wins and 9 losses, both here at Clipper Magazine Stadium and away from home. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball is taken by Ahrens downstairs. Evens up the count. Lancaster has done well against their own division. 13-7 against the Freedom Division, but has really struggled against the Liberty Division, of which the Ducks are a part of. 5-11 against the Liberty Division. Kind of the opposite of that for Long Island. 11-12 against the Liberty, but 11-3 against the Freedom. 2-2. Ripped towards short. Dan Lyons will field on a few hops and throw across to first for the out. So Kevin Ahrens retired. 2 groundouts induced by Brownell.
Batting third, the right
and with 2 away, that'll leave it up to the right fielder, Caleb Gindel. The defensive lineup for the Ducks tonight. Anthony Vega gets the start in left field. Blake T. Cody is in center, and Phelan Lantini around in right. On the infield, it's Sean Burrows at third, Dan Lyons at short, Ruben Gotay the second baseman, and Tyler Colvin at first. Breaking ball up and away for ball 1 from Brownell. Mike Blank does the catching tonight for the Ducks right-hander. Here's the 1-0. Breaking ball in for a strike. Good curve from Brownell. He's got some sharp bite to it early on. And the count 1-1. Popped up here, foul. Third base side of the plate, Mike Blank giving it a chase, but this will be well back into the crowd, nearly barehanded by a fan. off to our left in front of the broadcast booth, but unable to come up with it. So the count remains 1-2. Third baseman Sean Burrows well off the bag here with the lefty at the plate, Caleb Gindel. Here's the 1-2 from Brownell. Swing and a miss, strike three. Excellent cutter on the inner corner. First strikeout of the night for John Brownell, and he retires the side in order in the bottom of the first inning. We head to the second here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. No score in the early going between the Ducks and the Barnstormers.
Hi, this is pitcher John Brownell, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Municipal Credit Union is a proud sponsor of the Long Island Ducks. For 100 years, MCU has helped New Yorkers achieve their goals with competitive financial products and services. Meet your important or unexpected needs with an MCU personal loan. Whether it's the cost of moving, a family vacation, or even home repairs, an MCU personal loan is a simple solution. To learn more about how an MCU personal loan can work for you, visit nymcu.org today. MCU, celebrating 100 years of service.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 23 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and so much more. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
Well, we go to the second at Clipper Magazine Stadium. No score between the Ducks and the Barnstormers. Time for the Ducks Health Report, which is brought to you by Island Shore Physical Therapy, the official therapist of the Long Island Ducks. Sean Burrows will lead things off for Long Island. Ducks are without Lou Ford again here tonight. He is out day-to-day right now with a hamstring injury suffered during the homestand on Saturday night. No timetable on his return. He was placed on the disabled list today. Rosters after tonight's game around the Atlantic League have to shrink down to 25 active. The Ducks got to 25 today by placing Lou Ford on the disabled list, Mark Blackmore on the inactive list. No injury news there, though. So the Ducks had 25 active on their current roster. First pitch from Mike Lee to Sean Burrows is a fastball strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Delta Cleary Jr. also remains out. He is on the disabled list with a hand injury, but appears to be getting closer to a return. 0-1, hit hard on the ground is short. Aarons will pick it up and throws over to McDade at first to retire Burrows for the first out. Meanwhile, Cody Puckett missing his 5th game in the last 6 here tonight. He is still dealing with that hamstring issue. Kevin Baez wants to give him some more rest and not rush him back into the lineup, but is available off the bench in an emergency situation if needed. Aside from that, everybody healthy and in the lineup tonight for the Ducks. Matt Wessinger getting the night off. First pitch on the way here to Mike Blank. And he takes a fastball that just catches a piece of the outside corner for strike one. Blank at .291 on the season. 2 home runs, 14 runs batted in for Long Island. The 0-1 offering. Ripped in the air to center field. Moving to his left is Logan Schaefer, but he gets there and makes the catch. Tough out there for Blank.
Center fielder, number 6, Blake Tecote.
Hit that ball right on the button,
Brothers, K-man of the game.
but hung up there long enough for Schaefer to make the catch. So a 2 away, and the base is empty. The center fielder, Blake Tecote, will come to the plate for Long Island. Ducks had the day off yesterday for Memorial Day. We hope everybody enjoyed their Memorial Day weekend. Barnstormers, meanwhile, finished up their 4-game set with the Skeeters as the first pitch here misses outside for ball 1 to Tecote. Lancaster won the game yesterday and comes in after taking 3 of 4 from the Skeeters. 1-0 on the way to the lefty hitting Tecote. And he'll take a fastball downstairs, another ball. And he's ahead in the count here at 2 balls and no strikes. That chant you hear in the background is Slushy. Slushy, he is the K-man here tonight, so fans want him to strike out to get some Sonic Slushies. The 2-0. Swinging a pop-up foul. Third base side well out of play.
Please, Tony Williams, please report
So the
to
count
fan
goes to
service
2
center.
balls and a strike.
Tony Williams to the fan
On Blake
service
T. Cody, who's hitting .231 in 2016. This is his first year with Long Island. No score in the top of the second inning. Here comes a 2-1. Lee kicks, fires, and T. Cody takes low and inside another ball. That'll run the count to 3-1. If T. Cody reaches Mike Dowd, the designated hitter, waits in the on deck, circle for Long Island. Lee winds and fires a 3-1. T. Cody will swing and let this one foul again to the third base side out of play. Hits off the facing of the luxury suite level. And so we'll do it again, this time with a count of 3-2. Ducks will face 3 righties in this series. Lee here to start game 1. Terry Doyle will go tomorrow, and then Brian Evans will start the finale on Thursday. Lee is ready, and the 3-2 on the way to Blake T. Cody is inside and low ball 4. So Blake T. Cody works a 2-out walk. For the second straight inning, the Ducks get a 2-out base runner, and it's our first Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quackerjack Foundation wins. So Long Island gets T. Cody on with 2 out, and now the designated hitter Mike Dowd will step to the plate from the right side. Ruben Gotay in the first inning had a 2-out base hit to right, but was stranded there when Tyler Colvin popped out. Let's see what Dowd can do here with 2 outs and the runner on. Lee's first pitch, and Dowd will take a breaking ball on the inside corner for strike 1. Mike Dowd has been red hot to start the season for the Ducks, .349 batting average. No homers, 14 runs batted in. If he qualified for the league lead, he would be second in the league behind only Southern Maryland's Steve Lombardozzi. Throw over to first. Now they have T. Cody caught, but the throw got past McDade. That's going to allow T. Cody to go to second. And with the ball caroming out into right field, he will make his way to third. So how about that break for the Ducks? The right-hander Lee had T. Cody caught off first, and that would have ended the inning, but the throw was wild. And on the error by Lee, his first of the season, T. Cody is able to go from first to third. So a break for Long Island, and what would have been the final out of the inning had the throw been handled by McDade, most likely, barring any other errors on the play, the inning would have likely ended. Instead now, T. Cody is at third base with 2 outs, and it'll be an 0-1. Lancaster, the top defensive team in the league, a .980 fielding percentage and a league low 27 errors. But that number 28, and the 0-1 on the way to Mike Dowd, is swung and grounded up the third base line. It'll kick foul. So that will run the count to 0-2 on the Ducks' designated hitter. And it'll be interesting to see how far Mike Lee is able to go. Butch Hobson, typically the manager of the Barnstormers, he's been under the weather over the last couple of weeks, so Rich Rundles has been handling the managing duties for him. This all according to Lancaster Barnstormers broadcaster and baseball information whiz Dave Collins. So we do wish Butch Hobson a speedy recovery, of course, and hope that he is able to be okay. He was dealing with some pneumonia earlier, but we do see him in the dugout, so that is good news. He is in the dugout and still involved with everything going on. Here's the 0-2, and Dowd lays off the high fastball for ball 1. Rich Rundles, the pitching coach for this Barnstormers team, and DJ Boston is the hitting coach, 2 former Atlantic League players. So the count 1-2 here on Dowd, with the Ducks having a runner at third and 2 men out on a walk and an error. Here's the 1-2, and Dowd grounds this one right back to the mound. Fielded on a hop by Lee. He'll throw over to first for the out. And so the Ducks nearly are able to get the run in, but cannot get the runner home. No runs, no hits. 1 error for the Barnstormers, a walk and a runner left for Long Island. To the bottom of the second we go. No score from Clipper Magazine Stadium.
Hi, this is shortstop Dan Lyons. You can follow me on Twitter at @TheDannyLyons, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey, PSEG Long Island customers. Want to learn how to save on your electric bill? Here's one way. You can save up to $100 each year by simply replacing 10 incandescent bulbs with CFL or LED bulbs. Want to save even more? Take our online home energy survey. It's free, it takes just 10 minutes to complete, and it may save you hundreds more. Find out about our energy efficiency programs at www.pseglyny.com/save-money.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Back here at Clipper Magazine Stadium as we go to the bottom half of the second inning. No score between the Ducks and the Barnstormers. We would like to send out our congratulations here from the broadcast booth to Long Island Ducks Director of Group Sales John Wolf and his wife Katie Wolf as they gave birth to their second child today, Layla Capria Wolf at 8 pounds 15 ounces. Mom and baby are doing great. So congratulations to both John and Katie on the second daughter that they have had, joining Kaylee Capria Wolf. John Brownell with a 1-0 count, and he deals a breaking ball strike in the outside corner to Josh Whitaker. That'll even up the count at 1-1 strike. Ducks have picked up 2 base runners thus far, a single to Gotay with 2 outs in the first, a walk to Blake T. Cody with 2 outs in the second, but have not been able to dent home plate yet as Whitaker hits a bullet down the left field line. A foul ball that scattered the Ducks bullpen. So the count goes to 1-2. Ducks right-hander ready. Deals a breaking ball that's lined up the middle into center field, a base hit. T. Cody to his right to field and fire it back in. The Barnstormers have their first base runner of the night as Josh Whitaker singles up the middle. Whitaker was hitting .268 with 5 homers and 17 runs batted in before the base hit. So Lancaster gets the leadoff man on. And up to the plate steps the other half of the Josh combo. It is Josh Bell, third baseman and 5-hitter for Lancaster. First pitch on the way from Brownell, breaking ball, and that's grounded foul to the first base side. Hops up into the seats. And the count is 0-1 on Bell. .248 average, 2 homers, and 18 runs batted in. .0-1, breaking ball swung on and missed. Good curve down in the zone from Brownell. So the count quickly goes to 0-2 on the lefty swinging third baseman. Sean Burrows well off the bag at third. Now the 0-2, and Bell lays off this high fastball from the righty. Fastball clocked in the mid-80s on the scoreboard. So we'll do it again this time at 1-2. From the stretch, runner leads at first, the 1-2 from Brownell, and Bell takes a breaking ball that just misses the inside corner. It was a cutter, actually, from Brownell. Got some good late bite to it, but just missed the inner half. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes. That sun setting beyond the left field wall, blinding here behind home plate as we look out to the field. Whitaker leads. The 2-2 from Brownell is a breaking ball low and inside. So Bell has worked the count from 0-2 to 3-2. And another miss here from Brownell would put 2 men on with nobody out in the bottom of the second inning. See if the runner from first goes on the pitch. He does not, and Bell lines one into right field. A base hit actually nearly took the head off of Whitaker. My goodness. A bullet base hit to right from Josh Bell, and as Whitaker was starting to hit his second, had to quickly jerk his head out of the way. Otherwise, he might have taken a hard line drive right off the side of his head.
Sean Halton.
So Brownell in a pickle here in the second inning with back-to-back singles to lead off the frame by Whitaker and Bell. And now Sean Halton, the DH, will step to the plate. And he will bat from the right side. Halton has been hot of late, so Brownell has to be careful against him. Right-hander looks in for the side from Blank. Gets the pitch he likes in the first offering. Halton takes a breaking ball outside. In the series against Sugar Land, Halton hit 4 home runs, 6 hits in 15 at-bats. 4 of the 6 hits went for homers. Another one was a triple and another was a double. So all 6 hits went for extra bases. He drove in 8 runs in the series. So important for Brownell to be careful here, and misses up high with another one out of the zone. Brownell starting to lose a little command here in the second inning of the strike zone, and he's behind in the count at 2 balls and no strikes. Takes a little breath on the mound and then gets reset, working out of the stretch. Josh Whitaker leads from second, Josh Bell from first. Here's the 2-0. Popped up in the air foul, first base side. Tyler Colvin gives it a look, but this will be well back into the seats and actually up onto the roof, and then comes back down below. So Brownell gets the count to 2-1. No score here in the bottom of the second inning. Barnstormers threatening with 2 on and nobody out. Brownell gets the sign and comes set. Here's the 2-1. Ground ball hit to short sharply. Lyons Fields flips to go tie one onto first, double play. Just what Brownell needed, a 6-4-3 twin killing against a very dangerous hitter in Sean Halton. So Bell retired at second base. Whitaker goes to third. And with 2 outs and the runner at third, that will leave it up to the first baseman, Mike McDade. So Brownell was able to get 2 outs on the double play. And here is McDade to bat from the right side, the left side, excuse me. First pitch, and a breaking ball misses down and in for ball 1. McDade, a switch hitter, but bats from the left side against the righty Brownell. Sitting .252 on the year with a home run and 7 runs batted in. From the stretch, the 1-0. Fastball just missed the outside corner. Derek Moshe, the home plate umpire, hasn't seemed to have been calling much on the left corner of the plate as we view it from behind home plate. So it's 2-0 on McDade, good hitter's count. Here's Brownell's pitch, and McDade is swinging a miss. Actually might have caught a piece of it. I don't know if Blank dropped it or if he just foul tipped it into the dirt. Either way, count is 2-1. We'll see if Brownell can get out of the first and second no-out jam in the second inning. If McDade reaches Charlie, Culler will be next for Lancaster. 2-1 from the righty. McDade is swinging a ground ball foul to the first base side. Off the face of the Barnstormer dugout, Tyler Colvin will flip it to a fan in the front row. So Brownell gets the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs in the second inning. Whitaker will take his lead at third as the righty looks in for the sign from Blank. Now he is set. 2-2 on the way is a breaking ball swung on and missed, strike 3. Excellent job from John Brownell. He picks up his second strikeout of the night and works out of a first and second no-out jam without giving up a run. So no runs on 2 hits, and the Barnstormers leave 1. On to the third inning we go, no score, here from Clipper Magazine Stadium.
Hey fans, this is infielder Sean Burrows, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
James Simmons is going back. He is looking up, and on the park night, that one is gone and reaches a kennel in Central Islip.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
John Brownell with a fine job as he gave up back-to-back singles to start the second inning. Got a double play and a strikeout to keep Lancaster off the scoreboard. So no scores. We head to the third here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. And Ducks fans, there's no better time than right now to sign up the young Ducks fan in your life for the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Ducks Kids Club. Children 14 and under will receive exciting gifts, discounts on merchandise, and unique experiences that only come with being a member. So sign up today. Visit liducks.com. Or during normal business hours, you can call 631-940-3825. Lights have come on here at Clipper Magazine Stadium as Anthony Vega leads off the third inning, takes up high and outside for ball one from Mike Lee. So the count goes to 1-0. Vega, the 9-hitter and left fielder for the Ducks, at .250 on the season. 1-0 pitch, and Vega will swing and hit a ground ball to the right side and through, a base hit past the second baseman Lance Sawatsky. So Anthony Vega with the second hit of the ball game for Long Island. And he's the first base runner without two men out in the inning. Both of Long Island's two base runners before the hit had come with two outs in the inning. So Vega gets on a lead off, and now with Phelan Lentini coming to the plate, Kevin Baez flashes the signs down at third base. And we'll see what Lentini does here, whether he tries to lay down a bunt to move Vega to second, whether he gets Vega in motion, tries to steal second and move in a scoring position, or whether Lentini will just swing away. Lots of options. Each team now with two hits in the ball game. Lee gets the sign and comes set. Vega leads at first. On the first pitch on the way, Lentini lines one into left field, base hit. So he was ready to hack. First pitch swinging, a fastball line in the left. And the Ducks set up first and second, nobody out.
Batting shortstop, Dan Lyons.
Well, let's see if Long Island has more luck with this situation than Lancaster did in the bottom of the second inning when they picked up back-to-back hits to open the inning. Now Long Island runners at first and second, nobody out, doing the exact same thing. And up to the plate steps Dan Lyons with two sacrifice bunts on the year. We'll see if Kevin Baez asks him for a third or whether he lets him swing away. Good speed on the bases for Long Island, with Vega at second base and Lentini at first. First pitch on the way. Lyons does square, and he bunts right through it. Throw back to second base, and now they've got Vega caught. The two runners are breaking. Lentini will go to second. They chase Vega back to third. The third baseman, Bell, chases Vega back to second and applies the tag. So that play all went awry for Long Island, as Lyons went to go bunt and bunted right through it. Vega ranged too far off of second base and colored threw back to second and got him in the rundown. And now Vega and Kevin Baez talking as Vega heads off the field. So the count 0-1 on Lyons. Down to second base went Lentini. And again, Vega was put out between second and third. I believe the put out will go 2-6-5. Now it'll be an 0-1. Lee comes set. Looks back to second base where Lentini takes a big lead. Here's the pitch, and Lyons will swing away and pump this one in the air behind second. And both the shortstop and second baseman, Aarons and Zawatsky, bumped a little bit but I believe it was Zawatsky who made the catch, and indeed it was. So Lyons is retired on the pop out, and just like that, 2 away for Long Island. So Vega is put out on that play, 2-6-5. Not a caught stealing, just a put out. And Lentini advances to second, as we mentioned. So now 2 away, and Lentini still at second. And now the Barnstormers 1 out away from keeping the Ducks off the scoreboard after getting 2 on with nobody out. Here's Ruben Gotay, and the first pitch to him is a fastball at the knees for a called strike. I mentioned Derek Moshe is behind home plate here tonight. Joining him on the bases at first base is Nate Caldwell, and Brian DeBrouwer is over at third. Here comes an 0-1, kicking the pitch, and Gotay swings and chops this one foul at the plate. Looked like he caught his front foot, where he does have a foot protector and a shin guard on. So the count quickly 0-2 on Gotay, who singled to right with 2 outs in the first. As Mike Lee tries to work a third scoreless inning here, making his first start of the season tonight. Lentini takes his lead from second. Good speed, so a base hit likely gives the Ducks the early lead. And Long Island has done well this year when they have scored the first run of the game, so they are looking for that here in this inning. Ducks with an 18-5 record when scoring first, as Gotay takes a breaking ball down low, runs the count to 1-2, 4-10 when the opponent scores first. Big key, though, is leading after 7. The Ducks 19-1 this year when leading after 7 innings. So they count 1-2 here on Ruben Gotay. Lentini steps off second as Lee looks in for the sign. Gets the pitch he likes, and the 1-2. Gotay, a ground ball hit towards second. Zawatsky to his right, fields and throws to first in time for the out. And the Ducks come up empty in the top of the third. So in back-to-back half innings, 2 on, nobody out, and either side is able to score a run. No runs, 2 hits, 1 left for Long Island. We head to the bottom of the third, and still no score.
Hey fan, this is outfielder Delta Cleary Jr., and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Long Island's Ford Giant is bigger and better than ever. Sayville Ford celebrating the grand opening of their new state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's grand opening celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's grand opening savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to. Bottom third, no score between the Ducks and the Barnstormers when Ruben Gotay grounded out to second base to end the top half of the third inning. That was the 15th out of tonight's ball game. Did you know that a 15-minute phone call to Geico could save you 15% or more on your car insurance? Get a free quote today. Call 1-800-947-AUTO. That's 1-800-947-AUTO. Or visit geico.com. Charlie Cutler to lead off, and the first pitch is up high from John Brownell for ball 1. Cutler, the 8-hitter and catcher for this Lancaster Barnstormer team. Brownell looks in for the sign and comes set. Here's the 1-0, and Cutler takes a strike on the outside corner to even up the count. Well, John Brownell's last start came at Bethpage Ballpark on Wednesday night in the 15-5 win over the Bridgeport Bluefish. Now, the final line, really not a testament to how Brownell pitched in that game. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball taken inside for ball 2. Started the game with 6 scoreless innings and allowed just 2 hits in those 6 innings, as the Ducks were able to build up a big lead, but then struggled to start the 7th inning and eventually was taken out. 2-1. Ripped down the right field line, foul ball. Tyler Colvin, the first baseman, made a leap, but it ended up hooking to the right of the chalk. So the count is 2-2. Bullpen allowed some runs after Brownell left, but those were Brownell's responsibility. So he ends up giving up 5 runs, 4 earned on 6 hits in 6 and a third innings. Walked 3, struck out 4. Ended up bumping the ERA from 2.74 to 3.38, and unfortunate because he had pitched so well in the first 6 innings, but just seemed to run out of gas. 2-2, lined in right field. This one will stay fair. It's a base hit. Lentini over to cut it off on the warning track and fire it back in, so Charlie Cutler will lead off with a base hit to right. Third hit for Lancaster. Well, here is Lance Zawatsky, who gets a nice hand as he gets back into the lineup for the Barnstormers. This is his first game of the year after missing the first 36 of them for the Stormers with an oblique strain. Those are always tricky. That can often take a long time to recover from. So here is Zawatsky from the left side. Brownell on the hill for the Ducks, working out of the stretch. Right-hander gets the sign and comes set now. And his first pitch on the way to Zawatsky is a breaking ball taken for a called strike, and the count 0-1. Zawatsky last year for Lancaster, a .275 hitter. He was part of the 2020 club, 20 homers, 20 stolen bases, was caught only 3 times, and drove in 63 runs. Cutler leads at first, and the 0-1 from Brownell is a breaking ball taken low and inside to even the count at 1-1. Beautiful night for baseball, very comfortable temperatures after the warm, hot day. And a good crowd on hand here for the opener of this series. Brownell's 1-1, and Zawatsky will swing and miss. Good off-speed pitch from Brownell. Zawatsky was way out in front. So the count 1-2. A lot of the Barnstormers numbers, you do see a lot of power from them. They lead the league with 42 homers, and a lot of that does come from this ballpark, where it's just 300 feet to the right field wall, a wall that's about 15 to 20 feet high. The 1-2, Zawatsky, a breaking ball taken just inside. Brownell thought he might have had strike 3 there. It just missed the corner. So that'll even things up at 2-2. And you do tend to see a lot of fly balls end up leaving the yard out to right here at Clipper Magazine Stadium on both sides. 2-2 pitch. And Zawatsky takes another breaking ball that misses the inner half. So that'll run the count full at 3-2. Kevin Baez asking his catcher Mike Blank where those pitches are, and I guess being told that they're inside. We'll see if the runner from first, Cutler, goes on the 3-2 offering. Brownell kicks and fires. There he goes, and Zawatsky is swinging a miss, strike 3. Throw down to second is in plenty of time. They strike him out, throw him out, double play. Second twin killing turned by the Ducks in as many innings. Third strikeout for Brownell. And there are 2 away. So the strikeout of Zawatsky, the caught stealing of Cutler, who is now 3 of 4 on the year in stolen base attempts. The putout goes 2-6. And with 2 away, up to the plate will step the lefty swinging Logan Schaefer for his first at-bat of the night. First pitch swinging, he rips one down the right field line foul into a bank of empty seats. And the ball caroms back onto the field. So the count goes to 0-1 on Schaefer, who hit a little dribbler out in front of the plate his first time up for a ground out. Brownell gets the sign from Blank, and is 0-1. Check swing taken inside. They appeal to the third base umpire, Nate Caldwell, who says he did not go around. So that'll leave it up the count at 1-1. Apologies if the audio just got very loud there. Had a fan walk right into our crowd microphone behind home plate. Is swinging a tapper foul. Back behind the plate. And so the count goes to 1-2. We're located here at the top of the seating bowl from Clipper Magazine Stadium. There is a concourse that goes right in front of our booth with some handicap seating and leads to the sections behind home plate. Brownell's 1-2 to Schaefer. Breaking ball is taken low and inside for ball 2. Schaefer coming off a very good series against the Skeeters, had 7 hits and 18 at-bats with a home run and a couple of doubles. 3 runs batted in the series. So now as a count of 2-2 does Brownell as he tries to work his third scoreless inning here tonight. Time called. And Brownell will go through the signs again with blank. Base is empty, 2 down, no score, bottom of inning number 3. Here's the 2-2, and Schaefer swings, pops it up in the air, foul, third base side. Burrows gives it a look, but this will be well back into the seats. And we will do it yet again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 teams will play here tomorrow night and Thursday night, both games at 7 o'clock. We'll have all the action for you for both. Tomorrow we'll be on our flagship radio station, 103.9 FM LI News Radio, then back here on YouTube on Thursday. 2-2, rip towards second. Ruben Gotay makes the line drive catch on the backhand. And John Brownell works around the leadoff single by Cutler. So in the inning, no runs on 1 hit. No errors and nobody left on base. We head to the 4th here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. No score between the Ducks and the Barnstormers.
Hey fans, this is infielder Cody Puckett, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Few places on earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, post-game wrap-ups, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire season through quotes directly from the players and coaches, as well as exclusive video clips and photos. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Well, we head to the 4th inning here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. Long Island Ducks have no score. The Lancaster Barnstormers have no score. Tyler Colvin will lead things off for Long Island. Good pitcher's duel here in the early going between Mike Lee and John Brownell. Lee will return to the mound for his 4th inning of work. This is his longest outing of the year, again his first start. And as we begin the 4th, it is time for today's 4th inning trivia, where we test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks, the Atlantic League, and baseball as a whole. First pitch on the way to Colvin, and he rips one inside the bag at first and down the right field line. Fair ball. Colvin will round first. He's going to head for second, and he'll be in there safely as Gindel fires back in. So on one pitch, the Ducks have the first extra base hit of this game with a double down the right field line from Tyler Colvin. That is his second double of the season. And with one on and nobody out, Ducks get a runner to scoring position with nobody out for the second straight inning. And here is the third baseman, Sean Burrows, who will bat from the left side. Colvin will take his lead at second base. Here is Burrows, who bounced to short in his first at bat. First pitch on the way from Mike Lee. Burrows squared to bunt, and he pulled back and took low for ball 1. Burrows has 2 sacrifice bunts on the year. Tonight's trivia question we mentioned earlier, John Brownell can tie a franchise record by picking up the win tonight. It would be his 40th in a Ducks uniform, tying Randy Leak for the most all-time by a Ducks player. Here comes the 1-0. Lee kicks and fires. Burrows does not square and rips one down the right field line, but foul. And we'll have a count even at 1-1. Who picked up the first win in Long Island Ducks history? That's what we want to know. So obviously coming back in the inaugural season of 2000, who was the first winning pitcher in Ducks history? We'll let you think about it and give you the answer in the bottom half of this fourth inning. Ducks now out hitting the Barnstormers 4-3 here tonight. Be a 1-ball, 1-strike pitch. Colvin leads at second. Burrows squares the bunt this time and ends up bunting right through it. So now the count of 1-2. We saw last inning after the Ducks picked up back-to-back singles by Vega and Lantini. Lyons tried to bunt. He bunted through a pitch, and Vega had ranged too far off of second base and was caught between second and third and ended up hurting the Ducks' rally. So now the count is 1-2 on Burrows, and with 2 strikes out to think he will be swinging away. Lee gets the sign and comes set. Colvin leads off second to 1-2, and Burrows takes low and outside. A hard slider that time from Lee, and that'll even things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. After Burrows, it'll be Mike Blank. Lee gets the sign and comes set. Here's the 2-2. Chopped on the ground up the first base side weakly. It'll kick foul. So we will do it once again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Burrows was fairly quiet during the Ducks series against the New Britain Bees. 2 hits and 16 at-bats with a run scored and 2 walks. So he'll be looking to break out here on the road. 2-2 again. And Burrows lines this one foul to the third base side upstairs and out of play. Good at bat here for Sean Burrows.
Broken window. More work for your insurance company.
Fighting off some tough pitches from the right-hander.
Goodville Mutual and other fine companies.
Next pitch will be the 7th of this at-bat from Lee to Burrows. Lee is currently at 50 pitches here tonight, 33 for strikes. And again, can't see him going too far in the game. This is his first start of the year. 2-2. Burrows takes a fastball on the inside corner, strike 3 call. Burrows did not agree with the call, but for Lee it is strikeout number 2 on the night. And a big first out for the right-hander. So Sean Burrows caught looking at strike 3, 1 out, and Colvin still at second. That'll bring up the Ducks catcher and 6-hitter Mike Blank to the plate. So here's Blank from the right side against the righty dealing Lee. First pitch on the way, and Blank will take a big curveball low for ball 1. In his first at bat, Blank had a bullet line drive into center field, but hung up there long enough for Colvin to make the catch. Check that for Schaefer to make the catch. Now a 1-0 pitch. Lee deals, and Blank will take on the outside corner, strike 1. A good fastball that just caught a piece of the outside corner at the knees. It was close. So that'll even things up at 1 ball and 1 strike. No score as we play top of the 4th inning. The Ducks with a leadoff double from Tyler Colvin. But he's still at second now with 1 out. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Lee deals, and Blank takes downstairs. Breaking ball from the righty. And that'll run the count to 2 balls and a strike. Blank was 1 for 9 during the series against New Britain. Did not play on Sunday. Finished the homestand 5 of 16 with an RBI and a run scored. Colvin takes his lead in the 2-1 pitch. Blank will take again downstairs from the right-hander. Fastball this time, so it's 3-1. A walk to Blank would put 2 on with 1 out for Blake T. who walked his first time up. Good hitters count for the Ducks catcher. We'll see if he gets a good pitch to hit from Lee. Third baseman Bell playing fairly close to the line. The second baseman Zawatsky shaded up the middle. Here comes a 3-1. Pitch on the way, and Blank will swing and ground this one to third. Backing up is Bell. Fields on 2 hops. His throw over to first is in time for the out. Colvin trying to take third, and he will make it. An aggressive move from Tyler Colvin to try and take third base. He went about a quarter of the way and waited for Bell to throw across, and then right when he went to throw it, took off for third base and was able to make it in without a throw. So Blank grounds to third. Colvin takes third. And with 2 down and the runner at third base, second inning of this game, I should say. Also in the second, the Ducks had a runner at third with 2 out, and now Blake T. Cody will come to the plate to try and put Long Island in front. So here is T. Cody from the left side, a walk in his first plate appearance of the night back in the second inning. First pitch on the way, and T. Cody takes the high fastball for ball 1. T. Cody had drawn a walk with 2 men out in the second, was able to go from first to third on the throwing error from Lee when he tried to pick T. Cody off at first and had him picked off, but the throw went wild. Ultimately, though, Dowd grounded back to the mound to end the threat, 1-0. T. Cody a broken bat, flare toward short, going out as the shortstop, Aarons, he won't get it. It's a base hit to left center field. In to score from third is Tyler Colvin. Blake T. Cody drives in the first run of the night for Long Island, and the Ducks lead it 1-0. So T. Cody will trade the bat for the RBI. It is his 8th of the season. Colvin scores his 6th run. And the Ducks are finally able to get the 2-out hit to put the runner to home plate. As Colvin scores the first run of the ball game, and the Ducks have a 1-0 advantage. Now with 2 down and the runner at first base, here is Mike Dowd to bat from the right side. First pitch from Lee, and Dowd will pop this one in the air to center field. Drifting over to his left is Logan Schaefer. He is there and will make the catch to retire Dowd for the final out of the inning. But not before the Ducks get a run on 2 hits, including the 2-out RBI single by Blake T. Cody. 1 left on base, 3.5 complete, and the Ducks have the 1-0 lead.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Darren Downs, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Upsky Long Island Hotel in Hauppauge. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Upsky Long Island Hotel features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. Best of all, it's only minutes from Bethpage Ballpark. The Upsky Long Island Hotel, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Family fun every time. Beautiful evening for baseball. Big action every time. He reaches up. It's gone! Great value every time. And the Ducks have won it 7-1. The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season. And with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Blake T. Cody's RBI single has put the Ducks in front 1-0 as we head to the bottom half of the 4th. So Long Island with the early lead, and it is time for the answer to our 4th inning trivia question, where we test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks, the Atlantic League, and baseball as a whole. We gave you the question in the top half of the inning. John Brownell on the cusp of making more franchise history with a win tonight. He would tie Randy Leak for the all-time franchise record with 40. First pitch here from Brownell to Aarons is taken low for ball 1. The question, who was the first winner in Long Island Ducks history? The answer, Brian Barber. It picked up the win on April 30th, 2000 against the Nashua Pride in a 9-0 win at what was then EAB Park. A foul ball here at the third base line by Aarons evens up the count at 1-1. So he was the first winning pitcher in Ducks history. That year went 10-8. With a 4.50 earned run average in 26 appearances, 25 of them starts. So we'll see if Brownell can get to his 40th win tonight. Ducks have given him the 1-0 lead. Here's the 1-1 Aarons. Fastball on the outside corner, taken for strike 2. Aaron's a ground out to short in his first at bat back in the opening inning. Brownell thus far has allowed 3 hits, no walks, and has struck out 3. The 1-2, breaking ball taken way low and outside. And that'll even things up at 2-2. There is a lefty warming up in the Barnstormer bullpen. Looks to be Ryan Denick. So he will likely come on and pitch the 5th after 4 innings of 1-run ball from Mike Lee, making his first start of the year. 2-2. Aarons checks a swing on a high fastball. Able to take it, and that'll run the count full at 3-2. Ducks infield slightly shifted around to the left side. Payoff pitch, and Aarons will take upstairs ball 4. Brownell was asking where the pitch location was, and home plate umpire Derek Moshe says it was up, so his first walk of the night. And the leadoff man is on for the 3rd straight inning for the Barnstormers. That'll bring Caleb Gindel to the plate. So here is Caleb Gindel to bat from the left side. Gindel, a strikeout victim his first time up. Throw over to first by Brownell to check on Aarons, who is 4 of 5 in the stolen base department this year. Back safely is the shortstop. Ducks now shift to the right side with Gindel at the plate. Brownell's first pitch to him is a fastball up and away for ball 1. Dan Lyons, the shortstop, almost directly behind second. He is just off to the third base side of the second base bag. Ruben Gotay way over on the right side in the hole. And Sean Burrows well off the third base bag, almost a third of the way to second base. Here Gindel takes a fastball strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Gindel coming into tonight a .336 hitter, leading this Barnstormers offense. 3 homers and 21 runs batted in. I mentioned Lancaster second behind the Ducks in batting average this year at .280. Brownell's 1-1, and Gindel swings, lifts this one in the air to left. Fairly well hit. Going back is Anthony Vega. He will get to the spot, though, and make the catch to retire Gindel. And there is the first out here in the 4th inning. Good speed by Anthony Vega to get to that spot. So 1 away, and up to the plate will step Josh Whitaker. We want to extend our congratulations here in the broadcast booth. Just found out the news that Yuri De La Rosa, a lefty pitcher for the Long Island Ducks, has had his contract purchased by the Milwaukee Brewers organization. Second Duck since the season has begun to have his contract purchased by a major league affiliate, as he joins Nate Fryman, whose contract was purchased by the Red Sox back at the beginning of the month. Josh Whitaker fouls one off to the third base side. And the count 0-1. De La Rosa will report to the team's AA affiliate in Biloxi, Mississippi, the Biloxi Shuckers. So again, congratulations to Yuri De La Rosa. Obviously will not be available tonight. But obviously good news for the left-hander. A former big leaguer will get another shot at returning to the game's highest level. Here comes the 0-1. Brownell deals, and Whitaker, it's a high drive deep in the air down the left field line. Vega gives this one a look, but this will be a foul ball up onto the lawn seating area. My goodness, did Whitaker put a charge into that one. Fair ball, it was easily gone for his 6th home run of the year, but instead it goes foul. Brownell can breathe a sigh of relief as the count is now 0-2. Brownell gets the sign and comes set. Runner leads from first, the 0-2. Whitaker hits a high fly ball again to left center field. Well hit. This time playable, though, for Vega. And in the gap, he'll make the catch. Back-to-back flyouts from Gindel and Whitaker, who is now 1 for 2. Aarons retreats to first, and with 2 outs, that'll bring up the third baseman, Josh Bell. No surprise to see De La Rosa get a call from a major league team. He has been pitching great ever since a rough first outing of the season, has yet to allow an earned run since that point. And that spans a total for De La Rosa since that first game of 15 games, 14 in the third straight innings without allowing an earned run. He's been a strikeout machine, struck out the side in the 7th inning on Sunday. as the first pitch misses up high for ball one to Josh Bell, who singled to right his first time up. 1-0 from Brownell. And this one cut on and foul tipped into the glove of Blank. That'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Josh Bell was only 2 of 12 in the series against Sugar Land, had a double and 2 RBIs. After an 8 for 21 road trip before that, cooled off a little bit at home. 1-1 from Brownell with 2 down and a runner at first, and Bell takes low and inside for another ball. Runs the count to 2-1. Pitch count a little bit on the high side for Brownell at this point. He's at 62 pitches, 37 for strikes at this point of the ball game. Not too bad, but not incredibly efficient. 2-1. Bell will swing and a miss. Good fastball down in the zone from Brownell. And now it's 2-2 as the right-hander looks for one more strike to make it 4 shutout innings to begin tonight's ball game. Ducks with a 1-0 lead over the Barnstormers as we play in the bottom of the 4th. Two from Brownell, and Bell will swing and hit a high drive in the air to right center field. Well hit. Going back is Blake T. Cody. Still back. Warning track at the wall, and you can forget it. A 2-out, 2-strike, 2-run home run over the right center field wall for Josh Bell, his 3rd home run of the season, and the Barnstormers go in front 2-1 in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Josh Bell, home run, brought to you by
The absolute last thing you would want if you are Brownell or the Ducks. You're 1 strike away from getting out of the inning, and Bell just clears the wall in right center field. 3rd home run, RBIs 19 and 20 on the year, and now Lancaster has a 2-1 lead. So Brownell looking for the shutdown inning after the Ducks score in the top of the 4th, but unable to get that 3rd strike and 3rd out. Now Sean Halton to the plate from the right side. And the first pitch breaking ball is taken for a called strike. And the count 0-1. League leading for the Barnstormers. Another home run for them. That is their league leading 43rd of the year. Now Halton puts a charge in a 1 and a left. Vega back to the track, reaches up and makes the catch at the wall. Sean Halton with a deep drive to left field, but with that deep left field, Vega's able to range back and make the catch. He makes all 3 putouts in the inning and a nice running grab at the wall to retire Halton. However, the Barnstormers get 2 runs on just 1 hit. The 2-run home run with 2 outs and 2 strikes by Josh Bell. No errors, the bases left empty, and as we head to the 5th inning, it is now the Barnstormers 2 and the Ducks 1.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Bobby Blevins, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Oh, I love it. The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolot walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolot pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolot's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolot. Visit Nicolot.com.
Enjoy the ultimate VIP fan experience at Bethpage Ballpark this season by taking in a Ducks game from the exclusive Trouttown Fan Can. Presented by Roscoe Beer Company, the Fan Can is available for rental at all Ducks home games. It features 12 Dream Seat theater-style padded seats, beverage holders, an air-conditioned atmosphere, and an incredible view of the game. Packages are now available with food and beverage included. To reserve your Fan Can outing today, call the Ducks Group Sales Department at 631-940-3825. The Trouttown Fan Can at Bethpage Ballpark. Your VIP experience awaits. Ducks fans chill out all summer long with a cold cup of Hampton Coffee Company gourmet iced coffee available at the concession stands at Bethpage Ballpark. Hampton Coffee is the preferred coffee of the Long Island Ducks. Visit HamptonCoffeeCompany.com or check out their cafes in the Hamptons. So a tough 4th inning on both sides. The Barnstormers allowing the 2-out RBI single to left off the bat of Blake T. Cody. And then in the bottom of the 4th inning, John Brownell with a runner at first and 2 down, 1 strike away from getting out of the inning. But Josh Bell hits the 2-out, 2-strike, 2-run home run that just clears the wall in right center field. And so now Lancaster has a 2-1 lead as we go to inning number 5. Mike Lee's night is done. Ryan Denick, the left-hander, is now in. And he will face 9, 1, and 2 in the order for the Ducks. It'll be Vega, Lentini, and Lyons. Michael Pollock here with you from Clipper Magazine Stadium. First pitch on the way from Denick, and Vega will swing and miss at a fastball down in the zone. And the count 0-1. So I'll get you the final line on Lee once it is complete, but he goes 4 innings tonight and gives up a run on 5 hits. The 0-1, and there's a fastball strike on the outside corner. Count goes to 0-2 on Vega, who singled to right field in his first at bat, but was caught between second and third on a missed bunt by Dan Lyons. The 0-2. And that breaking ball misses way low and outside. And that is ball 1. 1 walk issued by Lee, and he picked up a couple of strikeouts, also committed an error in the field. The 1-2. Vega checks his swing on another breaking ball. This one just misses outside. So that'll even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ducks out hitting the Barnstormers 5-4, but the swing of the bat by Josh Bell produces the 2-run home run that puts Lancaster in front. 2-2 here. Vega fouls this one upstairs over the screen. Caroms off the facing of the suite level and back down below. So we will do it once again at 2-2. Denick, a 6-foot, 200-pound left-hander out of North Olmsted, Ohio, now resides in Edgewood, Kentucky. 2-2. Fastball down in the zone. It missed for ball 3. So that runs the count full. Good job by Vega to work the count from 0-2 to 3-2. Infield straight away. Denick kicks and fires, and Vega takes a fastball on the inside corner. Strike 3 called. Vega thought he had ball 4, but it is a strike 3 called by home plate umpire Derek Moshe. First strikeout for Denick. And there's one away. So that will bring Phelan Lentini up to the plate. Lentini will bat from the right side. He's 1 for 2 on the evening thus far. First pitch from Denick. Lentini takes a fastball strike on the inside corner, 0-1. Lentini is singled to left back in the 3rd after bouncing back to the mound in his first at-bat of the ball game. Denick from the stretch, the 0-1. And Lentini takes another fastball, this time just low and inside. For Denick, this is his 9th appearance of the year. He's struggled out of the bullpen, 1-1 record, a 7.04 ERA. 7 runs, 6 of them earned on 12 hits in 7 2/3 innings as Lentini grounds one foul to the third base side. And it's 1-2. 4 walks issued, 3 strikeouts from Denick, who has allowed opponents to hit .364 against him out of the bullpen. But he's got Lentini behind in the count at 1-2 after striking out Anthony Vega. Now the 1-2 to Lentini. And he swings it. It's a high pop-up in the air down the left field line. The third baseman, Bell, back onto the warning track. Near the stands, reaches up. He can't make the catch. And it hits off the facing of the stands, where it angles in a little bit more towards the infield down the third base line. So Lentini still alive at the plate as the count remains 1-2. Lentini had a big day on Sunday. It didn't start well. He was 0 for his first 3, but then got 3 more at-bats and picked up hits in each one of them. And combined drove in 4 RBIs in those 3 at-bats. Also scored a run. His second 4 RBI game of the season. Denick ready to deliver another 1-ball, 2-strike pitch to Lentini, and it's chopped on the ground, foul back behind the plate. So Lentini stays alive, a former member of the Barnstormers. He was part of that 2012 Freedom Division Championship team. Made it to the Atlantic League Championship Series and ran into a hot Long Island Ducks team that ended up winning the series in a very dramatic, very thrilling 5-game series. 1-2, and Lentini takes low and outside for ball 2. I remember asking Dan Lyons, I believe it was last year or the year before, whether he still gets visions of his bases clearing 3-run double in the 9th inning of Game 2 that really changed the series. It came off of Tim Hamulak, who was the best closer in the Atlantic League that season. The Ducks were staring at an 0-2 deficit in the series when Lyons came up with that big hit. But earlier in the inning, the Ducks had tied the game on a Brandon Singh single into center field, and then Lyons delivering that hit gave the Ducks a much-needed victory in Game 2. Lantini chases a changeup way low and outside, strike 3, as Cutler caught the foul ball off the bat of Lantini. So Ryan Denick has picked up back-to-back strikeouts.
You'll never strike out when you pick Porter.
And with 2 outs in the inning, that is going to leave it up to Dan Lyons.
Shortstop Dan Lyons.
So Denick has looked strong coming out of the bullpen in relief of Mike Lee. 2 down to the bases empty. Here is Dan Lyons to the plate, batting from the right side. From the stretch, the first pitch on the way. Lyons will take a changeup up and inside, and that is ball 1. Lyons tonight 0 for 2. He struck out swinging in the first inning and then popped up to the second baseman Sawatsky in the third. Here he rips one down the third baseline foul. Very similar look to that bases clearing double we were just talking about, but this one goes foul. And that'll even up the count at 1-1. Lyons was 2 for 6 in Sunday's homestand finale. 2 RBIs and a run scored. A tremendous series, 8 for 18 with 5 RBIs and 4 runs scored against the Bees. 1-1, swing and a miss. Another good off-speed pitch diving down in the zone. And Denick 1 strike away from striking out the side here in the top half of the 5th inning. Barnstormers have a 2-1 lead. Denick gets the sign and comes set. The kick and the pitch on the way. Lyons swings and misses. Strike 3. Another changeup down low. So Ryan Denick comes out of the bullpen, strikes out all 3 hitters he faces. We're halfway through on this Tuesday night. The Barnstormers have a 2-1 lead over the Ducks.
Hey fans, this is catcher Mike Blank, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Municipal Credit Union is a proud sponsor of the Long Island Ducks. For 100 years, MCU has helped New Yorkers achieve their goals with competitive financial products and services. Meet your important or unexpected needs with an MCU personal loan. Whether it's the cost of moving, a family vacation, or even home repairs, an MCU personal loan is a simple solution. To learn more about how an MCU personal loan can work for you, visit nymcu.org today. MCU, celebrating 100 years of service.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls party deck, the Trout Town fan can, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
Mike McDade to lead off for the Barnstormers as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning here in Game 1 of a 3-game series at Clipper Magazine Stadium. And the Long Island Ducks in a 2-1 hole thanks to the 2-out, 2-run home run by Josh Bell an inning ago. Up to the plate steps McDade, and the first pitch from John Brownell on the way. There's a fastball taken for a strike, and the count goes to 0-1. A home run that Brownell allowed was the 3rd he has given up this season. The 0-1 to McDade here is a breaking ball taken inside. McDade a strikeout victim his first time up back in the 2nd inning after Brownell allowed back-to-back singles to open the inning, got a double play and a strikeout to get out of it. 1-1, breaking ball grounded foul to the first base side, right by the Barnstormer dugout. And so the count goes to 1-2. We'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard as well here on the bottom of the 5th, get you caught up around the Atlantic League and the big leagues for the New York locals. Here's the 1-2. McDade takes it low and outside. Well, after a rain delay in Southern Maryland, the Patriots and the Blue Crabs are underway. Not a good start for Southern Maryland as they're in a 3-0 hole. Patriots on top, bottom of the 1st inning as McDade lines a bullet foul down the right field line. Mickey Story starting for the Patriots, and he's in a pickle. Blue Crabs have the bases loaded with nobody out in the bottom half of the inning. As for Southern Maryland, Scott Snodgrass starting tonight. Patriots getting 2 RBIs from Brian LaHare and another from Brian Snyder in that bottom half, or top half of the first inning, I should say. Brownell misses with the ball. The count now full at 3-2 on McDade. Right-hander winds, and the payoff pitch on the way is swung on a line in a left field, base hit. An opposite field single for Mike McDade. That's the 4th straight inning that the Barnstormers have put the leadoff man on against John Brownell. We talked during the last homestand when Bobby Blevins was on the mound how much he has struggled against leadoff hitters in an inning. Entering tonight, leadoff hitters against Brownell were just 5 of 30, a 167 average, but here tonight they have thus far gone 3 for 4 with a walk as well. So the leadoff man is on in McDade. And here is Charlie Cutler to bat from the left side. He singled his first time up. Brownell misses down in the dirt for ball 1. Bottom of the 4th inning at the ballpark at Harbor Yard. It's the Bluefish 4 and the Revolution 2. James Simmons starting tonight for York. Jimmy Patterson is the starter for Bridgeport. Bluefish getting 2 RBIs from Jonathan Galvez, 1 each from Jose Cuevas and Luis Rodriguez. Andy Marte has driven in the 2 runs thus far for York as Brownell misses low with a fastball, and he is now behind 2 balls and no strikes on Cutler. Cutler delivering the single in his first at bat, was 2 for 9 against the Skeeters with a stolen base. So that'll be a 2-0. Brownell has induced 2 double plays so far in the game, looking for a third. Here's the 2-0. Cutler a ground ball foul, first base side. Off the facing of the Barnstormer dugout, now 2-1. Scoreless thus far down in Texas. It's the Bees making their first ever trip to Sugar Land. So no score yet there. Josh Outman getting the start tonight for the Bees, while the Skeeters counter with Parker Frazier. New Britain Bees getting on the plane for the first time and making their trek down to the Lone Star State after they split the 4-game set with the Ducks at Bethpage Ballpark over the weekend. 2-1 to Cutler. Fastball way up high. Goes off the glove of Mike Blank and back to the backstop. You can tell Brownell had a look of frustration after that pitch. So we'll see if it's a wild pitch or a pass ball. Either way, the count is 3 balls and a strike on Charlie Cutler, and Brownell in danger of putting 2 men on to open up this bottom of the 5th inning. It is indeed a wild pitch on Brownell. It did go off the glove of Blank, but Blank had to come up and out of his crouch to try and get it. Not an easy play for him. So now it's 3-1. Good hitters count here for Cutler. Right-hander got the sign, but now time called at home plate. So we will do it yet again. McDade takes his lead off second. Another 3-1 pitch on the way. It is taken on the outside corner for a strike. Good fastball from Brownell. Now let's run the count full at 3-2. Talked earlier how Brownell could tie the franchise record for wins tonight. He does already have 2 franchise records. Strikeouts. Came into tonight with 449 in his Ducks career. And innings pitched came into tonight with 589 2/3. Here a breaking ball just misses the inside corner a little low. Brownell allows his second walk of the night as Charlie Cutler reaches for the second time. And Brownell in a bit of trouble again here in the 5th inning as Lancaster has 2 on, nobody out, and the 9-hitter and second baseman Lance Sawatsky will come up to the plate. Last year, these 2 teams played 20 games against each other, and the series was an even split, 10-10, between the Ducks and the Barnstormers. First pitch to Zawatsky, squares to bunt, pushes it right back to the third base side of the mound. Brownell will barehand and throw over to first in time for the out. So Zawatsky wasting no time, sacrificing the runners over. Put out will go 1-3. Cutler goes to second base. And McDade advances to third. First sacrifice of the season for Zawatsky. Lancaster likes to play small ball with Butch Hobson at the managing helm. So 1 out, 2 in scoring position. And here is Logan Schaefer, who was 0 for 2 on the night. Corner infielders are in, the middle infielders are back. Each team now with 5 hits, and the Ducks trailing 2-1. From the stretch, Brownell is set. The first pitch is a breaking ball taken for a called strike. The count 0-1. Schaefer has grounded out to the catcher, a little dribbler in front of the plate back in the first inning, then lined out to the second baseman Ruben Gotay in the third. Right-hander ready and his 0-1 coming up to Schaefer. Kicks and fires. Schaefer will swing and pop this one in the air to shallow left. Going out the shortstop Lyons. Coming in the left fielder Vega. It's Vega who makes the catch. McDade will have to stay put at third on a big second out for Brownell as he induces the shallow fly ball from Logan Schaefer, who is now 0 for 3. 2 outs in the inning. And that'll leave it up to the shortstop Kevin Ahrens for Lancaster. As we were talking about last year between these two teams, Ducks did very well at home. They played 8 of the 20 games at home and went 7-1 against the Barnstormers. But in the 12 games here, not so much. 3-9 against Lancaster here, and lost the final 5 games of the season that they played here at Clipper Magazine Stadium, including a 4-game sweep to close out the regular season after the Ducks had clinched a playoff spot in York. First pitch to Kevin Ahrens is a breaking ball strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Ahrens a ground out to short back in the first inning, walked and then scored in the fourth on the 2-run home run by Josh Bell. Runner at second is Cutler, the runner at third, McDade. The 0-1, and Ahrens takes this breaking ball low and outside to even up the count, add a ball and a strike. Barnstormers with a 2-1 advantage. All the runs in this game coming in the 4th inning thus far. Brownell trying to work himself out of another jam here in the 5th inning. Gets the sign from Blank, comes set at the belt. Here's the 1-1, and Ahrens takes it downstairs yet again. Good block by Blank, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. On the Major League scoreboard, Yankees and the Blue Jays tied up at 1, bottom of the 5th inning up in Toronto. Justin Smoke has homered for the Blue Jays, his 5th of the year. An RBI fielder's choice from Aaron Hicks accounting for the Yankees' run. Breaking ball here to Ahrens, chopped foul back behind the plate, just caught a piece of it. That'll even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Meanwhile, the Mets have a commanding 4-0 lead over the White Sox, bottom of the 5th inning at Citi Field. Steven Matz starting for the Mets, Matt Latos for the White Sox. Neil Walker has hit his 13th home run of the season. Cespedes and Granderson with RBIs as well for the Mets. So it'll be a 2-2 pitch with 2 outs. Brownell kicks and fires, and Ahrens lines one in the air to right field. That's well hit. Going back, Phelan Lentini at the warning track. He looks up. It's off the wall. Into score McDade. Into score is Cutler. And for the 2nd straight inning, Brownell has allowed a 2-out, 2-strike, 2-run hit. This time it's a single, and Lancaster leads it 4-1. So Ahrens with a long single off that right field wall. Lancaster playing it well. The home run to right center field where it's not very deep. The single off the wall in right field where it's not very deep. Using the advantage of their home ballpark. For Ahrens, it is RBIs 24 and 25 on the year. And Lancaster now leads it by 3. First pitch here to Caleb Gindle, misses up and outside for a ball. I'm sure Kevin By is frustrated in the dugout. Brownell probably just as frustrated, if not more so, on the mound. 1 strike away from getting out of back-to-back innings with no runs, and instead 2 have scored in each. The 1-0, and Gindle takes a fastball strike on the outside corner. That'll even up the count at 1-1. Gindle 0 for 2 thus far in the game with a strikeout in the first inning and a fly out to left in the 4th. Here comes the 1-1. And Gindle takes a breaking ball inside. Brownell now up over 90 pitches in this ball game. So the Barnstormers getting his pitch count up here early on. No action yet in the bullpen. The 2-1 from the righty. Kicks and deals, and Gindle will swing and line this one into center field. On the run, T. Cody. He won't get it. It'll land for a base hit. Back-to-back 2-out hits for Lancaster.
Josh Whitaker.
They now have 7 hits tonight. And Josh Whitaker, the cleanup hitter, will come to the plate. So after Brownell had a single and a walk to open the inning, got 2 straight outs on the sac bunt and the fly out. Got the 2 strikes on Ahrens, but he singles off the wall and right to score 2. Gindel with the base hit up the middle. And here is Josh Whitaker, who's 1 for 2 with a base hit tonight. Brownell's first pitch to him is downstairs for a ball. The count 1-0. So the Ducks will have to play catch-up here, now down by 3, after they had struck first in the top of the 4th to take a 1-0 lead. All the runs in this game coming with 2 outs in an inning. Brownell's 1-0, and Whitaker a swing and a miss. Good off-speed pitch from the right-hander. His breaking ball has looked very good here tonight. Getting him to chase down in the zone, the count 1-1. Whitaker was just 2 for 16 with an RBI in the series against the Skeeters. So coming in struggling of late. Here he takes a fastball low and in for ball 2. And Brownell now behind at 2 balls and 1 strike on the Barnstormer left fielder. Aarons leads from second, Gindel from first. Here comes the 2-1 offering. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Whitaker way out in front of it. So now the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, with the Barnstormers leading it 4-1 in the bottom of the 5th inning. Brownell trying to get 1 more strike and get out of the 5th without any further damage. Gets the sign from Blank. 2-2 on the way, and Whitaker lines this one in the air to right center field. On the run, Phelan Lentini. He will get there in the gap to make the catch, and Brownell is able to avoid further trouble. But Lancaster sends 7 men to the plate, and they pick up 2 more runs again on a 2-out, 2-strike hit. This time the single from Aarons. They get 2 runs on 3 hits and a walk in the inning. No errors and 2 men left on base. We will head to the 6th inning here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. It is now the Barnstormers leading the Ducks by a count of 4-1.
Hey fans, this is relief pitcher Bruce Kern, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey, PSEG Long Island customers. Want to learn how to save on your electric bill? Here's one way. You can save up to $100 each year by simply replacing 10 incandescent bulbs with CFL or LED bulbs. Want to save even more? Take our online home energy survey. It's free, it takes just 10 minutes to complete, and it may save you hundreds more. Find out about our energy efficiency programs at www.psegliny.com/savemoney.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 23 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and so much more. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
Ducks fans follow all season long as the Long Island Ducks try to meet the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 home runs, Chappie's Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Chappie's Funeral Homes, where caring for others is our family tradition. Well, we head to the 6th inning here at Clipper Magazine Stadium, opening game of this 3-game set, and the Lancaster Barnstormers now with a 4-1 lead over the Ducks, as they picked up 2 runs in each of the last 2 innings on 2-out, 2-strike, 2-run hits. In the 4th, it was the home run over the right center field wall by Josh Bell. And in the 5th, it was the single off the wall in right center by Kevin Aarons. And so John Brownell and the Ducks are in a hole as we go to the top of the 6th inning. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 in the order for the Ducks against Ryan Denick, who struck out the side last inning. First pitch on the way, misses downstairs for ball 1. Ruben Gotay, 1 for 2 thus far in the night, a single to right back in the 1st inning and a ground ball to second in the 3rd. 1-0. Here's a fastball strike on the outside corner. That'll even up the count at 1-1. Gotay was 4 for 10 at home in the series against New Britain. Had a double and 2 RBIs, a run, 2 walks, and a sac fly. And here he grounds one to the left side. To his right is the shortstop, Aarons. Fields on the backhand, a long throw. And that is in time for the out.
First baseman
Gotay retired to lead off the 6th inning. It's now 5 straight retired by Lancaster pitching since the RBI single with 2 outs to left field by Blake Cody in the 4th. That'll bring Tyler Colvin to the plate. Lefty swinger, former big leaguer, facing Ryan Denick, who is also a former major leaguer. First pitch on the way is a fastball strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Colvin doubled to right leading off the 4th inning and eventually scored on that single by Cody. Pumped out foul to the catcher in his first at-bat of the night. 0-1. Fastball misses outside to even up the count. Colvin 3 of 11 in the series against New Britain. He was 1 for 3 on Sunday with a couple RBIs. An RBI single and a sacrifice fly as well. 1-1. Breaking ball missed low and outside. That'll run the count to 2-1. Had that big grand slam against Bridgeport on Wednesday as part of Winning Inning Wednesday. His grand slam coming in the designated grand slam inning, winning a fan $10,000. 2-1 here is fouled off third base side. That'll leave the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. I had a fan come up to me here in the broadcast booth before the game that was talking about that grand slam and about Brownell breaking the franchise innings record. He's a big Ducks fan, but lives here in Lancaster, and said that all of that happened on the day his granddaughter was born. So it was very meaningful to him as a Ducks fan. Very important memories from that day as Colvin fouls another one off to the left field side. He was very excited to have all of that happen on the day that his first granddaughter was born. We appreciate him tuning in, as he mentioned that he does very frequently here in Lancaster. And in attendance tonight to watch the Ducks and the Barnstormers open up this 3-game set. 2-2 from Denick again, and Colvin lines this one into left field, but right at Josh Whitaker. Barely had to move, and he makes the catch to retire Colvin for the second out of this 6th inning. So with 2 outs and nobody on base, Sean Burrows will step up to the plate. And Ryan Denick, who has struggled in relief for the Barnstormers this season, having a good outing thus far. He's retired all 5 hitters that he has faced in relief of starter Mike Lee. First pitch on the way is a fastball over the outside corner for strike 1. Burrows on the day 0 for 2, a ground out to short and a strikeout looking. He takes another fastball. This time it just misses the outside corner. Now leaving up the count at 1-1. Kicking the pitch on the way. Burrows taking a fastball once again. This one misses downstairs. 2 balls and 1 strike. And another matchup of former big leaguers. After Burrows will be Mike Blank, hoping to get an opportunity here in this inning. Pitch on the way, and Burrows lifts a foul ball down the left field line. This one out of play, so we'll do it yet again with a count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. Beautiful evening, a nice purple and pink sky out beyond the left field wall where the sun set. Lights all on as dusk has fallen upon us here in Lancaster. 2-2. Fouled back to the screen, just off to the third base side by Burrows, so he fights off to stay alive. We'll have another 2-2 offering from Denick, who is now at 32 pitches out of the bullpen in his 2 innings of work. No action in either bullpen right now. Denick looking for a second straight 1-2-3 inning. Here's the 2-2, and Burrows fouls it off deeper down the left field line, up near the carousel.
Ooh, another window broken. More
along the concourse here at Clipper Magazine Stadium down the left field line, there's a big carousel and little playground area with a giant inflatable slide similar to the one that you see at Bethpage Ballpark. And down the right field line, you have the localflavor.com party deck area. Burrows takes this fastball up and inside, has to back out of the way quickly. Count full at 3-2. This is a ballpark where you can walk all the way around the giant lawn seating area that stretches from the Ducks bullpen in foul territory down the left field line all the way to the batter's eye in center field. 3-2, low and outside, ball 4. So Sean Burrows is able to work the 2-out walk. Second walk issued by Barnstormer pitching. It's another Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quacker Jack Foundation wins. So a runner at first base with 2 men out in the form of Sean Burrows. And let's see if the Ducks can answer with some two-out thunder. Here is Mike Blank to the plate from the right side. First pitch, and he will swing and foul, tip it into the glove of Cutler. Good cut by Blank, did get a piece of it, but not enough of it to put it into play. So the count is 0-1, and with that, the Barnstormers are going to start to get some action going in their bullpen. Looks like it's going to be lefty Al Yavoli who will take the mound. 0-1 is downstairs. Good block by Cutler. Evens up the count at 1-1 strike. 4-1 Lancaster leads with 2 down in the top half of the 6th inning. 4th meeting of the year between the two teams. Ducks took the first 3, all at Bethpage Ballpark. Dennick's 1-1. And Blank will take a fastball on the outside corner, another called strike. Blank has flown out to center and grounded out to third in his 2 at-bats tonight. The fly out to center was well hit. A hard line drive, but just stayed up long enough for the center fielder Logan Schaefer to make the catch. 1-2, and Blank will take low and away. Good eye from the Ducks catcher. Evens up the count at 2-2. Sean Burrows not really a stolen base threat at first. Has not attempted a steal this year. Blake T. who's been on base twice, waits in the on-deck circle. Now the 2-2 from Dennick. And Blank will swing and miss strike 3. Chased the breaking ball down low. 4th strikeout of the ball game for Dennick, and he works around the 2-out walk to Burrows. No runs, no hits. Runner left for the Ducks. We head to the bottom half of the 6th inning, and the Barnstormers still in front by 3.
Hey fans, this is catcher Mike Dowd, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
James Simmons is going back. He is looking up, and on the Park Night, that one is gone and reaches a kennel in Central Islip.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Well, we head to the bottom half of the 6th inning as the Long Island Ducks currently behind against the Lancaster Barnstormers. The score is 4-1. Well, we mentioned this is a quick 3-game road trip for the Ducks after spending a week at home and a week on the road, followed by a week at home. Ducks will play 3 games here in Lancaster, and then they will head back home. They'll return on Friday when they open up a 3-game series against the Sugarland Skeeters. First time the Skeeters make a visit to Bethpage Ballpark this season. Friday night game time at 6:35 p.m. The gates will open at 5:35 or 5:20 if you're a full season ticket holder. Ducks orange and white water bottles going out to the first 1,500 fans courtesy of Motorola. It's also a foul pole Friday, so if a select Ducks player hits a home run off of either foul pole during the game, lucky fans going to go home with $50,000. Pizza Hut K-Man promotion also taking place, where the designated K-Man on the Skeeters strikes out during the game. Fans will receive a special offer for free breadsticks that can be redeemed at a participating Pizza Hut location. K-Man struck out during the last Friday home game this past week. First pitch here is a breaking ball strike to Josh Bell, 0-1. And it's also an OK Petroleum Friday. So as fans exit the ballpark following the game, as the 0-1 here to Bell is taken low and outside. Duck staff members will be handing out coupons for a special offer from OK Petroleum. So everything going on that Friday night to open up the 3-game series against the Skeeters. 1-1, and Bell takes a curveball inside. Brownell began the inning with 96 pitches in the game, 58 for strikes. No action yet in the Ducks bullpen. Al Yavoli continues to warm for Lancaster. 2-1. Bell, a rip on the ground to the right side. Nice stop at second base by Ruben Gotay, and his throw to first is in time. Bell was looking for his third hit in 3 at-bats tonight, but he is denied by Gotay for the first out. Prior to that, Bell had a single to right in the second, and the 2-out, 2-strike, 2-run home run to right center in the fourth. His third home run of the season. So 1 away, and now Sean Halton, who is 0 for 2, will come up to the plate for Lancaster. Ducks homestand will be 3 games against the Skeeters. They'll play Saturday night as well with a Grucci fireworks extravaganza after the game. Another 6:35 start. First pitch from Brownell to Halton. He takes a fastball strike, 0-1. Then on Sunday afternoon at 1:35, Ducks logo baseballs go out to the first 1,500 fans, courtesy of AARP. And then it's also the Sunday Family Fun Day with the pregame autograph session and the postgame Kids Run the Bases presented by Bethpage Federal Credit Union. 0-1, a swing and a miss by Halton, who has grounded into a 6-4-3 double play and lined out to left in his 2 at-bats. So the count now 0-2. Tickets are available for all 3 games. You can get them one of 4 ways. A, you can visit the Bethpage Ballpark box office, which is open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Fastball misses up high for ball 1. You can go online to liducks.com. You can call the Ducks ticket office during those same hours at 631-940-TIXX. 1-2 to Halton. Breaking ball taken inside for ball 2. Or you can download and visit the Long Island Ducks mobile app on your Apple or Android powered device. Buy your tickets straight through the mobile app. Brownell with a 2-2 count here on Sean Halton. Gets the sign, winds, and fires to the plate. The 2-2 is on the outside corner, strike 3. Nice breaking ball from Brownell. Catches the righty swinger looking. He is now 0 for 3 after his big series against Sugar Land. Strikeout number 4 for the right-hander. And with 2 away, that is going to leave it up to the first baseman, Mike McDade. So Brownell looking for the big bounce-back inning here in the 6th after the rocky 4th and 5th innings. First pitch on the way. That's outside for ball 1. McDade is 1 for 2 in this game. He singled to left, leading off the 5th inning and later scored. Struck out swinging back in the 2nd inning. 1-0. Breaking ball cut on and missed. Good pitch diving down to the zone, and it's 1-1. Now with Brownell over 100 pitches, I have to think this probably is going to be his last inning before the Ducks turn it over to the bullpen. All looking for the sign from Brownell. Now he's ready, and time called right as Brownell was about to go into his motion. Ducks do have the full bullpen with the off day yesterday. 1-1. Fastball on the outside corner, a called strike. And the count goes to 1-2 on McDade. Of course, they did lose one arm in the bullpen today with the signing of Yuri De La Rosa, whose contract was purchased by the Milwaukee Brewers. Fastball misses low and inside. That will even up the count at 2-2. He will report to the team's AA affiliate, so congratulations to Yuri De La Rosa on that. So Long Island will not have De La Rosa available this evening. They still have the 2 lefties, Casey and Kreider, in the bullpen. 2-2 from Brownell, misses downstairs, ball 3. McDade would not bite. If McDade does reach, Charlie Cutler would be next. The Ducks right-hander looking for his first 1-2-3 inning since the opening inning of this game. Payoff pitch on the way, and McDade will swing and line this one into right center field for a base hit. Blake T. Cody will cut it off and fire back in. Mike McDade with his 2nd hit of the night.
Catcher Charlie Cutler.
So a runner at first with 2 away. And now Charlie Cutler will come up to the plate for the Barnstormers. So Lancaster feasting on Brownell with 2 outs in an inning here today. They have had 2 out, 2-run hits in each of the last 2 innings. Charlie Cutler takes a fastball on the outside corner, bell tie for strike 1. Looks like Jared Casey has begun to warm now for the Ducks in the bullpen. You have the lefty hitting Lance Sawatsky waiting in the on-deck circle. 0-1 here. Cutler fouls it off to the third base side out of play. And Brownell ahead in the count at 0-2. Longest outing of the season for Brownell thus far has been the 6 1/3 innings he went in his last outing on Thursday. Again, has pitched well, but has now given up 4 more runs in each of his last 2 starts. The 0-2, breaking ball, cut on and missed, strike 3, ball down in the dirt. Cutler will head to first, but the throw made by Blank. 5th strikeout of the night for John Brownell. The putout goes 2-3, and he works around the 2-out single. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left for the Barnstormers. We head to the 7th Clipper Magazine Stadium series opener, and the Barnstormers lead it over the Ducks 4-1.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Jack Snodgrass, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Long Island's Ford Giant is bigger and better than ever. Sayville Ford celebrating the grand opening of their new state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's grand opening celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's grand opening savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Seventh inning here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. It is Lancaster 4 and Long Island 1 here in the series opener. Ducks fans, don't forget to stop by the Waddle Inn shop when you make your next visit to Bethpage Ballpark, where exclusive, hard-to-find Ducks memorabilia is now on sale. Proceeds benefit the Quacker Jack Foundation, the charitable arm of the Long Island Ducks. Michael Pollock here, bringing you all the action from Southern Pennsylvania. Appreciate you tuning in to the opening game of this series. Ducks and the Barnstormers will play the next 2 nights at 7 o'clock as well. We'll have all the action for you tomorrow night on our flagship radio station, 103.9 FM, LI News Radio, and online at linewsradio.com. And then on Thursday night, game is back here on our official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball. First pitch on the way is a called strike to Blake T. Cody. And the count 0-1. T. Cody has been on base both times he's come up tonight. A walk in the second and an RBI single in the fourth, accounting for the only Ducks run. 0-1. T. Cody takes another fastball knee high for a strike. It's quickly 0-2. Pre-game show for both contests will begin at 6:45. And then the Ducks will head back home. 0-2, just getting a piece of it, T. Cody. Right off the end of the bat, and he fouled it off at the plate. We'll do it again. Ducks will head back on the road next week on Tuesday. They will begin a 6-game road trip where they head to Southern Pennsylvania again. 3 games in York against the Revolution. First time those 2 teams will meet this year. And then they'll head to Southern Maryland for their first visit to Regency Furniture Stadium. 0-2 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Blake T. Cody goes down swinging. 5th strikeout for Ryan Denick out of the bullpen. Oh, excuse me, this is Al Yavoli. Al Yavoli has taken over. I saw the 4, I didn't see the 2. Denick was 14, Yavoli is 24. So it is a new pitcher, Al Yavoli, who takes over after 2 very strong innings of relief from Ryan Denick. So Al Yavoli is the second reliever of the night. Denick is in line for the win if the Barnstormers hang on. T. Cody retired for the first time tonight. Now Mike Dowd to the plate. First pitch to him, misses low, ball 1. So Denick goes 2 innings, gives up no hits or runs, walked 1, and struck out 4. Impressive work from the lefty out of the bullpen. 1-0. And Dowd will take a fastball. This one misses downstairs. Another ball, and it's 2-0. Yavoli stands in at 6'2". He's 230 pounds. 26 years old, out of Oneonta, New York, where he was born. Now resides down in Florida, Palm Coast. 2-0 is chopped on the ground here. Wigley, third base side, charging in his Bell. Bare hands, throws to first, not in time. Good stretch from McDade. But Dowd is able to beat it out. Sixth hit of the ball game for Long Island. And Dowd's first. He's now 1 for 3. Good effort by Bell, racing in on it and trying to get the out at first, but ultimately his throw too late as Dowd beats it out. So the Ducks with a 1-out base runner, and that ends a streak of 8 straight batters. Check that, 9 straight batters to come to the plate without a hit since the RBI single by Blake T-Cody. This which fouled off by Anthony Vega, third base side. And the count is 0-1. Vega a single his first time up to right field leading off the third, then struck out looking against Denick in the 5th. Yavoli's 0-1. Broken bat, line drive to the right side, fielded on a couple hops by the second baseman Zawatsky. His only play is going to be to first. So he retires Vega. Dowd goes to second. The head of the bat went all the way out into shallow right field. Absolutely shattered the bat of Vega. Went out past the dirt and just to the grass behind the dirt in right field. So Dowd goes to second base as Vega is retired. He's now 1 for 3. And with 2 outs up to the plate will step Phelan Lentini. Of course, down by 3 runs, the Ducks certainly want to get back into this game and tie up the score, but you don't need to do it all at once.
The correct guess, and she is the winner of the Eagle Security Solutions Candy Jar.
Down by 3, the Ducks would certainly take anything to play to run here.
So
Lentini will come up to the plate looking to try and pick up an RBI single at least and get Mike Dowd in from second to cut this to a 2-run deficit for Long Island. First pitch from Yavoli, and Lentini takes a fastball high and inside. Lentini 1 for 3 on the day. He singled to left back in the 3rd inning. Yavoli has also struggled out of the bullpen for the Barnstormers. 12 games. He is 0-2 with an 8.03 ERA. 1-0. And Lentini swings, pops it up foul to the first base side out of play. That'll even up the count at 1-1. Yavoli's allowed 14 hits in 12 1/3 innings, 11 runs, all of which are earned. 8 walks to 10 strikeouts, and opponents hitting .298 against him. But thus far in this inning, 3 batters have come to the plate. Only 1 has managed to reach, and that is down on the infield single. He's down at second now with 2 outs. The 1-1 from Yavoli, and Lentini takes a fastball downstairs for ball 2. And it looks like Jared Casey is set to come in for the 7th, and if the Ducks cannot come back and take the lead here in this inning, Brownell will not be able to pick up win number 40 as a Duck and tie the franchise record. 2-1, ground ball here to short. 2 hops for Aarons. His throw to first is in time to beat Lentini by a step, and the side is retired. So for the Ducks, no runs on 1 hit. They leave another man on base. 6 left on for the Ducks tonight. Time to stretch here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. It is the Barnstormers leading the Ducks 4-1.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Nick Struck, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Upsky Long Island Hotel in Hauppauge. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Upsky Long Island Hotel features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. Best of all, it's only minutes from Bethpage Ballpark. The Upsky Long Island Hotel, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Family fun every time. Beautiful evening for baseball. Big action every time. He reaches up. It's gone! Great value every time. And the Ducks have won it 7-1. The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
Back here in Lancaster as we go to the bottom half of the 7th inning, left-hander Jared Casey has come on to take over for John Brownell. And with the Barnstormers leading by a count of 4-1, John Brownell's 4th win of the season and 40th in his Ducks career, which would tie a franchise record. Will have to wait one more start. His next scheduled start, if the Ducks remain on schedule, would be on Sunday in the series finale against the Skeeters at Bethpage Ballpark. And it looks like he will have to wait until then. It definitely looks like he will wait until then because he has come out of the game. So that will be his next opportunity, if all holds, to try and tie the franchise mark in that category. He leaves trailing 4-1. And Jared Casey will come on with the lefty Lance Sawatsky leading things off. Logan Schaefer will follow. As the first pitch fastball here is on the outside corner for strike one. And then Kevin Aarons in the hole. I'll give you the final line on Brownell as soon as possible. Sawatsky tonight is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a sac bunt, and here swings and misses at a fastball from Casey. The count quickly 0-2. Brownell goes 6 innings tonight. He gives up 8 hits and 4 runs, all of which were earned. Not bad, but not great. And gave up 2 out, 2 strike, 2-run hits. Those were killers. 0-2 hit on the ground sharply to short, gobbled up there by Dan Lyons. The start of first low, but a great scoop out of the dirt by Tyler Colvin. He keeps his foot on the bag and gets the out. Great play made by Tyler Colvin to save Dan Lyons the error. There's 1 out, and that will bring up Logan Schaefer. Brownell walked 2 men and struck out 5. Threw 1 wild pitch and allowed 1 home run. And his final pitch total 114 on the night, 69 of them for strikes. At best, he would get a no decision, but he cannot win it here tonight and is in line for the loss unless the Ducks can come back from the 4-1 deficit. First pitch here outside from Casey to Schaefer in the count 1-0. Schaefer, a lefty swinger, is 0 for 3 on the night. He has grounded out, lined out, and flown out in his 3 at-bats. Casey's 1-0. And that fastball misses down and away for a ball 2. There is a righty warming for the Barnstormers in their bullpen. It is Scott Gracie. So it looks like he will come on to pitch in the 8th inning. 2-0 from Casey. Schaefer, a ground ball hard but foul to the first base side. Caroms off the fencing of the dugout. And it's 2-1. Jared Casey making his 13th appearance of the year tonight. No record and a 3.38 ERA thus far for Long Island. Third baseman Sean Burrows playing in tight with the lefty hitter. The second baseman Gotai shaded over to his left. 2-1 is a fastball right on the outside corner for a called strike. It's 2-2. For Casey in 10 2/3 innings, he has given up 10 hits and 4 runs, all of which are earned. 7 walks to 13 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .263 against him. 2-2 on the way from Casey. And this is rocketed in the air to deep right field. Back goes Lentini. He looks up and you can forget it. A line drive solo home run that just clears the wall in right. For Logan Schaefer, his 2nd home run of the season. And the Barnstormers have added another run and they lead it 5-1.
Logan Schaefer's home run. Brought to you by
So that's the 2nd home run of the night, hit by Lancaster.
Just come home. You too can come home to
And once again, the Barnstormers taking advantage of this ballpark. Again, it is just 300 feet to that wall down and right. A higher wall than normal. But a lot of line drives and pop-ups tend to leave the yard when you hit them to right. That's why Lancaster has a lineup that is full of lefty hitters. So their 2nd home run of the evening. Here's Kevin Aarons to the plate. He swings and fouls off the first pitch.
Everybody clap your hands.
And for Jarrett Casey, that is his second straight outing in which he has given up a home run. He also gave up the grand slam to Jovan Rosa, which proved to be the winning hit on Saturday night in Game 2 of the doubleheader against New Britain. In the 9-7 Ducks lost. The 0-1, and Aarons takes a breaking ball down low. That will even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Now the count is 1-1. Casey gets the sign and comes set. Pitch on the way is popped up in the air, foul. First base side. Colvin ranging over to the stands. He'll run out of room. So the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Aarons, who had the 2-run single with 2 outs and 2 strikes on him in the 5th inning off of Brownell. Previously had walked and scored in the 4th and grounded a short in the 1st. Here comes the 1-2, the kick and the pitch, and Aarons a swing and a miss. Nope, just got a piece of it, fouled it off. No, he did swing and miss for strike 3. The home plate umpire Derek Moshe did say he went around for strike 3. There was no tag ever applied to him. He just walks off to the first base side, never tried to run to first. So a little confusing there, but Casey has his first strikeout of the night.
The right fielder, Caleb Gindel.
And with 2 away, that'll bring up Caleb Gindel. Looked like he had fouled it off because the ball trickled off to the area behind home plate off to the first base side. First pitch here to Gindel is a fastball strike over the outside corner, 0-1. Gindel is 1 for 3 on the night. He singled up the middle back in the 5th inning after the 2-run base hit by Aarons. Before that, a fly out to left and a strikeout swinging. 0-1. Breaking ball taken down low. That will even up the count. Barnstormers out hitting the Ducks 9-6 here tonight, and they now lead it by 4. A 5-1 margin. Action has ceased in both bullpens right now. The 1-1 down and away. It missed for ball 2. Yeah, it looked like Scott Gracie was warming to come in and pitch in the 8th. Either he is done or they will stick with Yavoli, who threw the scoreless 7th inning. Just a broken bat RBI single by Blake T-Cody tonight. Ducks offense has been quieted by this Barnstormer pitching staff. 2-1 fastball from Casey misses outside for ball 3. If Gindel reaches, and the Ducks don't want that to happen with the righty swinging Whitaker waiting in the on-deck circle. And obviously Whitaker would come up, the 3-1. Gindel will slash past third and into left field, a base hit. A hot shot past Sean Burrows to his right. No chance for him to even dive and make a stop on it. So Gindel got his second hit of the game.
Josh Whitaker.
And now a runner at first with 2 outs for Josh Whitaker as Lancaster picks up their 10th hit of the night. Quick check of the scoreboard just down in Southern Maryland shows that the Patriots and the Blue Crabs are tied at 4, top half of the 4th inning. Ducks again entering today a game and a half ahead of Somerset in the Liberty Division. 4 ahead of New Britain as Whitaker hits a high drive in the air to right. Lentini going back, reaches up at the wall. He can't get it. It's off the scoreboard. On his way to third is Gindel. He gets the stop sign. And in at second with the double is Josh Whitaker. So back-to-back 2-out hits for the Barnstormers. As Gindel singles to left, Whitaker doubles off the wall and right. For Whitaker, his second hit of the game, he is now 2 for 4, and that is his 10th double of the year. So now runners at second and third with 2 men out. Here is Josh Bell to the plate, the switch hitting third baseman from the right side. He is 2 for 3 on the day. And the first pitch is a changeup that misses up and away for ball 1. Looks as though righty Kevin Vance is now going to start to get loose for the Ducks down the left field line. As Casey has allowed 3 hits in the inning, a run already in, and the Barnstormers looking for more, the 1-0. And Bell will swing and pop it up foul back behind the plate. So go up and into the seats. And the count even at 1-1. Bell got the scoring started for the Barnstormers in the 4th inning with a killer 2-out, 2-strike, 2-run home run over the right center field wall off of Brownell, who was 1 strike away from getting out of the inning unscathed after allowing the leadoff walk to Kevin Aarons. Erased the 1-0 Ducks lead. 1-1. Bell takes a curveball outside from Casey, who's now up over 20 pitches in this inning. It's 2-1. Sean Halton waits in the on-deck circle. Casey gets the sign and comes set. Here's the 2-1 pitch. High fly ball to right center field and well hit. Blake T. Cody is back near the warning track. He'll make the catch right on the edge of the warning track.
One more run on the board.
And Bell, flirting with his 2nd home run of the night, comes up just short. But the Barnstormers had another run on the solo home run by Logan Schaefer. 3 hits in the inning. They leave 2 on base. We have played 7 innings full here at Clipper Magazine Stadium tonight. It is the Lancaster Barnstormers leading the Ducks 5-1.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Anthony Vega, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Few places on earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, post-game wrap-ups, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire season through quotes directly from the players and coaches, as well as exclusive video clips and photos. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Ducks fans, do you want frequent updates on team transactions, scores, store specials, and the status of upcoming games? Well, then follow the Long Island Ducks on Twitter at twitter.com/LIDucks. With Twitter, the faithful flock will be able to follow their Ducks and find out more information regarding nightly promotions, player signings, league activities, and so much more. The Ducks are tweeting right now. You can follow along at twitter.com/LIDucks. Al Yavoli's night is done after 1 inning. Scoreless, he gave up just 1 hit and struck out 1. Scott Gracie, the right-hander, has taken over as we go to the 8th, and the Ducks trailing 5-1. First pitch here to Dan Lyons is a fastball strike from the righty, and the count 0-1. So again, as of right now, Ryan Denick is in line for the win. He would improve to 2-1 on the year, and John Brownell in line for his first loss of the season as Lyons takes low and outside, and that'll even up the count at 1-1. Still plenty of time, though, for the Ducks to come back. Here in the top of the 8th inning, they'll have at least 2 more chances at the plate. 1-1. And Lyons takes low and outside for ball 2. The Ducks shortstop 0 for 3 on the night with a pair of strikeouts sandwiched around a pop-up to second in the 3rd. Kevin Vance continues to warm for the Ducks down the left field line. Here's the 2-1 from Gracie. And Lyons swings the lines, one in the air to right. Racing over to his left, Caleb Gindel reaches up and he makes the running catch. That's a nice grab from Caleb Gindel, racing into the right field corner. And had to reach up on the run to try and deny Lyons the hit, and was able to snag that baseball midair. So Lyons retired for the 4th time tonight, despite hitting the ball hard that time. And with 1 out, that will leave it up to the second baseman, Ruben Gotay. So here is the switch hitting second baseman Ruben Gotay, 1 for 3 on the night. He bats from the left side against Gracie. First pitch is a breaking ball down low. Gotay singled to right back in the 1st inning. Since then has grounded to second and grounded to short. Fastball here, in at the knees, a called strike right over the inside corner. Count even up at 1-1. Ducks being out hit 11-6 tonight and trail 5-1. The 1-1. Slashed foul, third base side into the crowd. Looks like everybody is okay, but my goodness, what a bullet off the bat on a very late swing from Ruben Gotay. And fortunately, it looked like it went into an empty row of seats off to our left. So the count goes to 1-2 on Gotay, with Tyler Colvin waiting in the on-deck circle. Gracie gets the sign and comes set. Here's the 1-2. And Gotay takes downstairs for ball 2. Gracie, a returner to this Barnstormers team. He's 6'2", 200 pounds. 29 years old, out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Still lives there. Has made it to AAA, but never to the big leagues. 2-2. Fastball misses downstairs for another ball. That'll run the count full at 3-2 on Ruben Gotay. Ducks are 3 former big leaguers in a row in the order. Gotay, Colvin, and Burrows, 3, 4, 5. 3-2 is hit on the ground at first. Diving stop made by Mike McDade, and he will flip it to Gracie covering for the second out. Nice play by McDade, as he had a range toward the line and didn't go into a full extension dive, but went down to the ground, to the dirt. I was able to make the stop of the baseball. Gracie going over to cover. So a two-way and the base is empty. Tyler Colvin will come up to bat for Long Island. The numbers on Gracie this year have been absolutely spectacular. 15 games, he is 2-0 with a 0.69 ERA. He's allowed just 1 run in 13 innings. He's given up 13 hits and 8 walks, though, so opponent's getting a lot of hits, but can't seem to get the runners across against Gracie. As Tyler Colvin hits a deep drive, but foul down the left field line. And the count 0-1. Gracie has struck out 12, though, in his 13 innings of work entering tonight. Colvin, meanwhile, is 1 for 3 on the night. He doubled to right, leading off the fourth, and has scored the only run of the game for Long Island on Blake T-Cody's 2-out RBI single to left in the fourth. The 0-1, a swing and a miss. Nearly did a 360 on that swing on a nasty breaking ball from Gracie. He was ahead 0-2. And looking for a quick 1-2-3 top half of the 8th inning. Right-hander gets the sign and comes set. The 0-2 on the way. And Colvin takes a fastball low to run the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. If Colvin reaches, Sean Burrows would be next. He is 0 for 2 with a walk. Lyons and Blank, the only 2 Ducks who have yet to reach base in this game. Everybody else has been on at least once. 6 hits and 2 walks in this game, but not one Duck has more than 1 hit. The only Duck to get on base twice is T-Cody on a walk in the RBI single. Gracie's 1-2, and Colvin takes again downstairs on a fastball. He evens up the count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. Also want to send our tip of the cap to Gus Schlosser of the Somerset Patriots. His contract was purchased today by the Los Angeles Dodgers after a strong start to the season. He will head to the team's AAA affiliate in Oklahoma City. Lots of players having their contracts purchased by major league teams here in the early going in the Atlantic League. 2-2 fastball misses up and inside for ball 3. That'll run the count full on Colvin. And certainly there have been a lot of scouts at almost each and every game around the league, not just on Long Island or wherever, but all around the Atlantic League. So definitely good to see. Here comes the payoff pitch to Tyler Colvin, and it is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Gracie blows the fastball by him. First strikeout of the night for Gracie, the 8th for Barnstormer pitching. Now the Ducks go down 1-2-3 in the top of the 8th. Let's head to the bottom half. Still the Barnstormers leading 5-1.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Dan Blewett, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Oh, I love it. The color of my new Nicolette patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolak walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolak pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolak's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolak. Visit Nicolak.com.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? the Ducks are proud to present the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owl's party deck has not been reserved, the beer garden will feature a variety of frosty draft and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark. Kevin Vance takes over in the 8th inning for the Ducks. Second reliever of the night called upon by Kevin Baez. Ducks trailing 5-1, and they will need at least 4 runs in the 9th inning to try and come from behind and at least tie this game. In the series opener against the Barnstormers, these two teams will play again tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. It'll be lefty Darren Downs going for Long Island against the right-hander for Lancaster, Terry Doyle. Downs on the season enters tomorrow's start with a record of 3-1 and a 4.11 ERA. His last outing was his worst of the year, otherwise has been very good. Righty Terry Doyle has also struggled, 1-2, 5.64 ERA on the season. Bobby Blevins will go in the finale against Brian Evans, so it should be a good pitching matchup in the finale of this series as well. The Barnstormers are getting closer to striking first in this series and taking the opening game.
Designated hitter Sean Halton.
So Sean Halton will come to the plate. Halton, the designated hitter who came in red hot, has been limited to no hits and 3 at-bats tonight. So here is Halton to bat from the right side. We mentioned he had 4 home runs in the series against Sugar Land over Memorial Day weekend in the 4-game set. Tonight, 0 for 3. And now Kevin Vance to the mound taking over for Jared Casey. First pitch on the way from the right-hander. Vance kicks and fires, and Halton takes a fastball in for a strike. And the count 0-1. So Jared Casey goes 1 inning, gives up 3 hits and 1 run earned on the solo homer to right by Logan Schaefer. No walks, 1 strikeout, and here Halton lines a bullet foul down the left field line. And the count quickly 0-2. And so Vance will try and keep Lancaster off the scoreboard here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Looking ahead to the 9th, Ducks will have 5, 6, and 7 in their order due up. It'll be Burrows, Blank, and T. Cody to bat. And it looks like a righty is warming in the bullpen for the Barnstormers. Looks to be Corey Burns. Breaking ball here, misses down low. Burns is the closer for the Barnstormers, 7 saves on the season. But obviously this not a save situation with a lead of at least 4. Here comes a 1-2 from Vance to Halton. Kicks and fires, and Halton will swing and miss, strike 3. So Kevin Vance blows by strike 3 to Halton. That's the 7th strikeout for Ducks pitching.
The first baseman, Mike
First for Vance, and an 0 for 4 night thus far for Sean Halton. There's the first out in the bottom of the 8th. Kevin Vance has had some struggles out of the bullpen this year, but has started to get better of late. 13 games out of the pen, he's 1-1, 4.50 ERA. In 12 innings of work, has given up 14 hits, 8 runs, 6 of them earned. 8 walks to 11 strikeouts, and here a bullet base hit back up the middle by Mike McDade, who has his 3rd hit of the night. After striking out in his first at bat, he is now singled to left and to center twice.
Catcher Charlie Cutler.
So with 1 on and 1 out, Charlie Cutler will come to the plate for Lancaster. Cutler will bat from the left side. Yeah, the Barnstormers need to start getting wins, especially here at home where they are just 9-9, the same record that they have on the road. And they're 4 games in back of York, who is playing very well for first place in the Freedom Division. First pitch misses up high for a ball. The count goes to 1-0. I made a remark to a couple of different people here in Lancaster before the game discussing the season thus far, saying how it's great that the season is over a month old and we've got a little over a month to go now before the end of the first half. As the 0-1 misses high. and that in both divisions, there are 3 teams jockeying for first place and the first half title. In the Liberty division, the Ducks lead the division at 22-15. Patriots a game and a half back at 21-17. And New Britain is 4 games back at 18-19 entering today. Bridgeport 9 back in last place in the division. 2-0, rocketed to right. Lantini racing on, and he'll make the head-high catch. So Cutler lines out to right for the second out. He's now 1 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. And with 2 outs, that'll leave it up to Lance Sawatsky. Meanwhile, in the Freedom Division, entering today, York Revolution atop the division at 23-15, a half game better than the Ducks for the best record in the Atlantic League. Sugarland in second place, 2 games behind them at 21-17, and Lancaster 4 back of first place at 18-18. Meanwhile, Southern Maryland 9.5 games back at the rear of the division. First pitch here, rocketed at deep right center field by Lance Sawatsky. This is heading out, and you can forget it. 3rd home run of the night for the Barnstormers, the first of the year for Lance Sawatsky in his first game of the season after missing 36 with an oblique strain. Another 2-out hit that brings in 2 runs to the Barnstormers, their 3rd of that kind in this game, and they lead it 7-1 in the 8th inning.
2-run home run. Brought to you by Strash.
So Lance Sawatsky with a 2-run blast to right center. He knew it was gone off the bat as it goes into what is now being known as Jurassic Park in right center. There's no more bumper boats there. Instead, it is a giant dinosaur to highlight an exhibit at the Reading Public Museum. But Sawatsky hit it right towards that dinosaur, which is protected by netting. First pitch here to Logan Schaefer is a breaking ball taken for a strike from Kevin Vance, and the count is 0-1. So Kevin Vance allows the home run, the second that he has allowed this year. And it is now a 6-run lead for the Stormers, who have 13 hits. Breaking ball here by Vance is fouled off by Schaefer to the third base side, and it's quickly 0-2.
There's another broken window and more work for your insurance company.
So in this game, the Barnstormers have 7 runs, and of those 7 runs, 6 of them have scored on a 2-out, 2-run hit. Now, the Ducks will certainly be kicking themselves if they end up falling tonight after getting to 2 outs in multiple innings, but being unable to get out of the inning without giving up any runs. The 0-2 was a fastball outside. In the 4th inning, it was Josh Bell with a 2-run home run to right with a runner at first after Aarons led off the inning with a walk. In the 5th inning, it was Kevin Aarons with a 2-run single off the wall in right after Brownell had gotten a sac bunt and a flyout after giving up a single and a walk. 1-2 here. Swing and a miss by Schaefer as he goes down for strike 3. And the side retired. But not before the Barnstormers had 2 more on the 2-run home run to right by Lance Sawatsky. 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, nobody left. We go to the 9th. Barnstormers leading the Ducks 7-1.
Hey fans, this is right-handed pitcher Frank DiGiulio, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Municipal Credit Union is a proud sponsor of the Long Island Ducks. For 100 years, MCU has helped New Yorkers achieve their goals with competitive financial products and services. Meet your important or unexpected needs with an MCU personal loan. Whether it's the cost of moving, a family vacation, or even home repairs, an MCU personal loan is a simple solution. To learn more about how an MCU personal loan can work for you, visit nymcu.org today. MCU, celebrating 100 years of service.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 23 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and so much more. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
Lancaster Barnstormers with a 7-1 lead over the Ducks as we head to the 9th inning here at Clipper Magazine Stadium of the series opener. A tough night for the Ducks as John Brownell in line for his first loss of the season. Ducks have allowed 3 2-out, 2-run hits in this ball game, 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, and 1 in the 8th. Now a right-hander has come on to pitch for the Barnstormers. Looks like it is Josh Wall. And he will face the 5, 6, and 7 hitters for the Ducks, Sean Burrows, Mike Blank, and Blake T. Cody. Instead, it is actually number 20, Justin Jackson. My mistake, it is not Josh Wall. Justin Jackson, who is listed on the roster as an infielder, but also as a two-way player. He doubles as a pitcher. He will take over and pitch in the 9th inning with Lancaster leading by 6. After Scott Gracie tosses a scoreless inning in the 8th, retiring all 3 batters he faced. No hits, no runs, no walks, and 1 strikeout. And for the Ducks, just 1 hit since the RBI single by Blake T. Cody in the 4th, and that was the infield single by Mike Dowd in the 7th inning with 1 out. So here is Sean Burrows to the plate. First pitch on the way, and Burrows takes a fastball downstairs for ball 1. Burrows is 0 for 2 with a walk in this game. Drew the walk in his last trip to the plate back in the 6th inning. Jackson's 1-0 is a strike. Fastball on the outside corner. And that'll even up the count at 1-1. Prior to the walk, Burrows had grounded to short in the 2nd and struck out looking in the 4th. Jackson from the stretch with the high Red Sox, 1-1, and Burrows lines this one in the air to left center field. On the run is Logan Schaefer, and the center fielder makes the catch in the gap for the first out of the 9th inning.
Catcher Mike Blank.
So barring a comeback from the Ducks, they will lose their 6th consecutive game at this ballpark, losing the final 5 times that they played here in the regular season last year, and this their first visit of the 2016 season. Barnstormers are going to go 1 game over 500 overall on the season at 19-18 and at home at 10-9. If they seal the win, first pitch to Mike Blank. This is low and outside for ball 1. Look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Shows that the Revolution are losing right now 7-2 in the 8th inning to the Bluefish. So the Barnstormers with a chance to pick up a game on their in-state rivals and move to within 3 games of first place. It's a strike on the outside corner, 1-1 to Blank. Meanwhile, the Patriots have a 6-4 lead top of the 5th inning down in Southern Maryland. So a loss here by the Ducks would move Somerset to within a half game of first place. 1-1 here, grounded to third. Backing up is Bell. Fields on 2 hops. His long throw across in time to retire Blank, who is now 0 for 4 on the night. And with 2 men out, that's going to leave it up to the center fielder, Blake T. Cody.
Center fielder Blake T. Cody.
So here is Blake T. Cody, who has driven in the only run of the game for the Ducks tonight. A 2-out broken bat RBI single to left in the 4th inning. As this fastball misses low and inside from Jackson for ball 1. T. Cody from the left side. Jackson's 1-0. Fastball misses low and away. And the count quickly goes to 2 balls and no strikes. T. Cody also drew a walk back in the 2nd inning. Made it to third on an error, but was stranded there when Dowd grounded back to the mound. 2-0 pitch. Fastball misses outside. It's 3-0. Ducks had some chances in the early innings, especially the 2nd and the 3rd when they had runners in a scoring position. Couldn't score. They still took a 1-0 lead as T. Cody takes a strike. On a fastball, it's 3-1. They had the 1-0 lead going into the bottom of the 4th, and Long Island has done very well this season when scoring the first run of the game. Coming into tonight, 18-5 in those situations. 3-1 to T. Cody, swung on and popped foul back behind the plate. And the count is full at 3-2. Ducks down to their final strike here tonight. But immediately the Ducks gave it back in the bottom of the 4th on Josh Bell's 2-out, 2-run home run to right. 2 more in the 5th, 1 in the 7th, 2 in the 8th for Lancaster. They lead it 7-1. 3-2, and T. Cody swings and misses for strike 3. Jackson blows the fastball by him. This ball game is over, and the Barnstormers take the opener of the 3-game series by a final count of 7-1. So Long Island's offense, which came in red hot tonight, could not get much going. They only get the 1 run on the RBI single in the 4th from Blake T. Cody. They managed just 1 hit and 1 walk over the final 5 innings of the game. and the final 8 batters were retired by Barnstormer pitching. So Lancaster wins the opener. We'll take a break and come back. Don't go anywhere. The postgame show's coming up next. We'll recap this one and hand out the Player of the Game award. Barnstormers win it 7-1.
Hey fans, this is Ty Coffey, right-handed pitcher, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/Ducks Baseball.
James Simmons is going back. He is looking up, and on the Park Night, that one is gone and reaches a kennel in Central Islip.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Back here at Clipper Magazine Stadium, tough night for the Ducks as the offense stalls and the Barnstormers pick up the win in the series opener by a count of 7-1. Long Island managing just 1 hit and 1 walk over the final 5 innings. John Brownell allowing a couple of big 2-out, 2-strike, 2-run hits to erase a 1-0 lead for the Ducks. And so Long Island falls in the series opener here. They dropped to 22-16 on the season and 8-10 on the road. Meanwhile, the Barnstormers improving to 19-18 overall, 10-9 here at home. And if Lancaster ends up picking up a game because of the York Revolution loss, they would close to within 3 games of first place in the Freedom Division standings. Let's recap this one. No team was able to score in the first 3 innings. Mike Lee, who makes his first start of the year for the Barnstormers, looked very good over the first 3 innings, did not allow a run. He got into some jams, though, in the second inning. Allowed a 2-out walk and an error put Blake T. Cody at third base, but Mike Dowd grounded back to the mound and that threat. And the Ducks picked up back-to-back singles to lead off the 3rd inning, but after a missed bunt by Dan Lyons, Anthony Vega was caught between 2nd and 3rd, ended up getting thrown out, and then Lantini was stranded at 2nd when Lyons popped to 2nd and Gotay grounded to 2nd. However, John Brownell was able to work out of a couple jams. In the 2nd inning, he too allowed back-to-back singles to open the inning, but got a double play and a strikeout to get out of that one. And after allowing a leadoff single in the 3rd, got a strike him out, throw him out, double play, and then a line out to 2nd. So neither side scored through the first 3, and in the 4th, the Ducks were finally able to crack the scoreboard as Lee allowed a leadoff double to right by Tyler Colvin. And then following a strikeout and a ground out, Blake T. Cody lifted a broken bat RBI single to left field, scoring Colvin, and that gave the Ducks the 1-0 lead. It would not last long, though, because in the bottom of the 4th inning, Brownell allowed a leadoff walk to Kevin Aarons, and that usually spells disaster for any pitcher. However, Brownell was able to bounce back, got Caleb Gindel and Josh Whitaker to both fly out to left field, and got the 2 strikes on Josh Bell. However, he would lift a 2-out, 2-strike, 2-run home run over the right center field wall, just clearing the fence, his 3rd home run of the season, erased the Ducks lead and put the Barnstormers in front 2-1. Brownell would also have the same issue in the 5th inning. He allowed a single to Mike McDade and a walk to Charlie Culler to open the inning. Got the next 2 batters out on a sacrifice bunt and a fly out to left, but again got to 2 strikes on Kevin Aarons, and then he lifted an opposite field 2-run single off of that wall and right, that shallow wall that's only 300 feet away from home plate, right down the line and not much deeper as it goes out. And so the Barnstormers using their home ballpark to their advantage. 2 RBIs for Aarons, his 24th and 25th of the year, put the Barnstormers in front 4-1. They would add another run in the 7th inning on a 1-out solo home run right by Logan Schaefer off of Jared Casey. For Schaefer, his 2nd home run of the season. gave Lancaster a 5-1 lead. And then in the 8th, with Kevin Vance on the mound, he allowed a 1-out single to center by Mike McDade. And then with 2 outs again, it was Lance Zawatsky, a 2-run home run to right, his first of the year, and this is his season debut after missing 36 games with an oblique strain. And the Barnstormers led it 7-1. That would go down as the final score. Again, Long Island got from after the 4th inning from Blake T. Cody's RBI single. They got 1 walk in the 6th inning by Sean Burrows and 1 hit, a single with 1 out in the 7th by Mike Dowd to 3rd. And that was it. The final 8 batters in a row retired by Barnstormer pitching, and Lancaster wins it 7-1. The final total, 7 runs, 13 hits, 1 error for the Barnstormers, who left 6 men on base. For the Ducks, they had 1 run on 6 hits, no errors, and they too left 6 men on base. The winning pitcher in relief is Ryan Denick. He improves to 2-1 since Mike Lee only went 4 innings, could not get credit for the win. So Denick, who threw 2 scoreless innings, allowing just 1 hit while striking out 4, gets the win to improve to 2-1. John Brownell suffers his first loss of the year. He falls to 3-1, allowing 4 runs on 8 hits in 6 innings, walking 2 and striking out 5. There was no save, a quick one tonight, 2 hours and 36 minutes in front of 3,539 here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. Time to hand out tonight's Player of the Game award, and tonight we are going to give it to a member of the Barnstormers. We'll give out co-MVP honors tonight. Josh Bell of Lancaster, who was 2 for 4 at the plate with 2 RBIs on that 2-run home run in the 4th inning, which proved to be the winning hit tonight. And we'll also give it to Mike McDade, who finished with 3 hits and 4 at-bats and scored twice. So Mike McDade and Josh Bell, tonight's co-players of the game. We'll take one more break here on the postgame show. When we come back, the out-of-town scoreboard, and then we'll wrap things up from the series opener where the Ducks fall by a count of 7-1.
Hey fans, this is infielder Matt Wessinger, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Long Island's Ford Giant is bigger and better than ever. Sayville Ford celebrating the grand opening of their new state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's grand opening celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's grand opening savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Family fun every time. Beautiful evening for baseball. Big action every time. He reaches up. It's gone! Great value every time. And the Ducks have won it 7-1. The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season. And with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Ducks fall in the season opener tonight by a final count of 7-1. The series opener, not the season opener. Series opener in this 3-game set, 7-1 to the Barnstormers. Lancaster improving to 19-18 with the win. The Ducks falling to 22-16 with the loss. Long Island will try and even up the series tomorrow night when these two teams meet again at 7 o'clock. Before we head out, though, let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. The other 3 games going on tonight in the Atlantic League, all still underway. They're in the bottom of the 5th inning in a very slow-moving game that began in a rain delay, and it's the Somerset Patriots leading the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs by a count of 7-4. Mickey Story, starting for the Patriots, has not pitched overly well, but would be in line for the win. Scott Snodgrass has not pitched well for Southern Maryland and would be in line for the loss. For the Patriots tonight, they're being led offensively by Brad Snyder, who is 3 for 3 with 2 RBIs and 2 runs. Brian LaHare has also driven in 2 for Somerset. Meanwhile, Southern Maryland getting their offense from Zach Wilson, who was 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs and 1 run scored. So if the Patriots win tonight, they would close to within a half game of the Ducks for first place in the Liberty Division. In the top of the 9th inning at the ballpark at Harbor Yard in Bridgeport, Connecticut, Bluefish have a 7-2 lead over the York Revolution. Lancaster will be paying attention to that score. If that holds, Barnstormers would close to within 3 games of first place in the Freedom Division. Starter tonight for the Bluefish was Jimmy Patterson. He would be in line for the win. David Anderson is on now to try and close it out. James Simmons got the start tonight for York. He would be in line for the loss. Bo Vaughn was the most recent pitcher for the Revolution. Bridgeport being led offensively tonight by Jose Cuevas, Luis Rodriguez, and Jonathan Galvez. Each of them have driven in 2 runs. Rodriguez with 3 hits and 3 at-bats on the night. York getting 2 RBIs on 2 hits from Andy Marte. That has really been it. Michael Rocket has 3 hits, but that is all. And so, again, it is the Bluefish leading 7-2, top of the 9th inning in Bridgeport. And in the bottom of the 6th inning in Sugar Land, Texas, the New Britain Bees have a 7-3 lead over the Sugar Land Skeeters. So the Bees could close to within 3 games of the first-place Ducks with a win tonight. Josh Altman started for New Britain. He is still on right now. Parker Frazier did not fare well for the Skeeters. And Andrew Johnston, the most recent pitcher in the game for Sugar Land. Bees being led offensively by Anthony Hewitt and James Skelton. Each of them have driven in 2. Skelton has also scored 2 runs and has 2 hits in the game. John Jones, 2 hits, an RBI, and 2 runs scored as well for the Bees. For Sugar Land, they've gotten 2 RBIs from Josh Prince on the evening and 1 from Ricky Haig. So that does it for the Atlantic League scoreboard. Meanwhile, on the Major League totals, Yankees fell tonight up in Toronto 4-1 to the Blue Jays. Justin Smoke hit a home run for Toronto, his 5th of the year. Joe Biagini picked up his 3rd win of the year. He's 3-1. CC Sabathia, the loss, falls to 3-4. Roberto Osuna picked up his 12th save of the season. Yankees lone RBI coming on a fielder's choice from Aaron Hicks way back in the 2nd inning. Meanwhile, the Mets now trailing 6-4 to the Chicago White Sox in the 8th inning. They have allowed 3 runs in the 6th and 3 in the 8th to erase a 4-0 lead. Starting tonight for the Mets was Steven Matz, who allowed 3 runs in 5 2/3 innings. Hansel Robles has allowed 3 runs in relief. Matt Latos started for the White Sox. Nate Jones now doing the pitching. For the Mets, Neil Walker, his 13th home run of the season. He has driven in 2. For the White Sox, Todd Frazier has hit his 16th home run of the year. And also Tyler Saladino has gone deep for his 3rd home run of the season. So that'll do it for the out-of-town scoreboard. Ducks and the Barnstormers will continue this 3-game set here tomorrow. And for the Long Island Ducks, they will send Darren Downs to the mound, who is looking to bounce back and get in the win column. He's 3-1 on the year with a 4.11 ERA, but had a rough go of it his last time out on Thursday at home against Bridgeport. He allowed 11 hits and 8 runs, 6 of them earned in 3 2/3 innings, his shortest outing of the year. So he will look to be bouncing back tomorrow for the Long Island Ducks. Meanwhile, for the Barnstormers, they will send right-hander Terry Doyle to the mound. He has struggled in 4 starts this season, going 1-2 with a 5.64 ERA. He's allowed 14 runs in 22 1/3 innings on 25 hits. So he will certainly be looking to pick up what he has done on the year and get to 500 in the win column and win-loss column at 2-2. And again, all the action will start at 7 o'clock here from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. That'll do it for us tonight here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. Once again, the final score was the Lancaster Barnstormers 7 and the Long Island Ducks 1. We invite you to join us for our next Ducks broadcast, which will be tomorrow night when these 2 teams meet for the middle game of the 3-game set. Pre-game show is going to begin at 6:45 p.m. First pitch at 7 o'clock. You can follow all the action right here. Actually, you can follow it all on our flagship radio station. It's the Ducks Game of the Week tomorrow. So tune in at 103.9 FM LI News Radio and online at linewsradio.com. We'll have live streaming audio coming directly to you. My name is Michael Pollack. Thank you so much for spending your Tuesday evening with me. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Have a great rest of your Tuesday night. We'll do it all over again on Wednesday evening here from Southern Pennsylvania. So good night and so long from Lancaster, Pennsylvania.